else time to go to the bathroom?
Probably. Testing 1 2, testing 3 4. Testing, testing, testing. Testing 1 2. Okay.
All fans, please direct your attention to the field for our ceremonial first pitches. Tonight. Sorry, what was that? Tonight, we have Liam Camp from the Arlington Eagles, who will be making the ceremonial first pitch.
Are we live right now? Okay. All right, I'll start, or we'll start when he
Excuse me,
back.
throwing for our ceremonial first pitch is one of our MVDs. Also making a ceremonial first pitch is Liam Camp from the Arlington Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Hastings Sodbusters.
Get the mask
Leading off, the center fielder, number 13, Chance Burden. Batting second, the shortstop, number 6, A.J. Estill. Batting third, the first baseman, number 29, Bryce Anderson. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 12, Max Israel. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 23, Isaac Coleman. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 24, Max Schultz. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 19, Jashrin Mace McNayak. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 25, Carter Guyton. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 6, Tyler Matthews. And on the mound for the Sodbusters, number 3, Cale Morrow. And now let's meet your hometown Fremont Moo! Joining them tonight will be members from the Arlington Eagles. Leading off, center fielder, number 12, Gio Malatesta. Running with him is number 18, Jackson Burhow. Batting second, the third baseman, number 2, Eamon O'Gorman. Running out with him, number 16, Trip Roberts. Batting third, left fielder, number 5, Wyatt Throckmorton. Running with him is number 15, Camden Campbell. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 19, Jacob Koshane. Running with him is number 7, Tristan Shakat. Batting fifth, first baseman, number 29, Burke Yassa. Running with him, number 5, Leroy Halliday. Batting sixth, right fielder, number 18, Tyler Schroeder. And running with him, number 8, Lucas Marcucci. Batting seventh, the second baseman.
Welcome back to historic Moeller Field after a long road stand from your Fremont Moo. Tonight, the Moo have yet another matchup with the Hastings Sodbusters. This is the 7th time these two squads have faced off so far this season. So far, Fremont leads the series 4-2 after defeating Hastings in 2 of 3 matchups this weekend. The Moo took Game 1 in a 17-14 thriller. After Game 2 was postponed due to weather after 2.5 innings, Fremont run-ruled Hastings 10-0 in 5 frames. Sodbusters would get their get-back in a close 5-4 win later that day. Now Fremont hosts Hastings today to start 9 straight games at home. With Prescott Deckinger, I'm Baylor Dajan, and we're glad to have you here with us tonight back at Moeller Field. Prescott, as I mentioned, these two teams are quite familiar with one another and have seen plenty of different results. What do you expect from tonight's matchup?
Well, I expect some nice pitching from both teams. Cody Bruss will be on the mound. Last time he came up was all the way back on June 10th against Sedalia. He pitched in 4 2/3 innings, 13.50 ERA. He allowed 11 hits, 7 earned runs. He was knocked around a little bit, but this is a new team here. And also when he pitched at Fort Hays State University, he saw over 60 innings, over 306 batters faced. So this is a very experienced pitcher for this side.
Yeah, as you said, Cody Bruss is on the bump today for the Moo. Catching for him is Jacob Kushne. At first is Burke Yasa. Matthew Marceau stands at second with Dominic Palma out in short. Eamon O'Gorman's in third with Wyatt Throckmorton in left and Tyler Schroeder in right. And rounding it out is Giovanni Malatesta in center field. Leading off for Hastings today is Chance Verton, the sophomore at Emporia State, who's from Hastings. In the first pitch from Bruss is a fastball on the inside edge of the zone. A lefty-on-lefty matchup starts us off. And 0-1 is now the count for Chance Verton. Bruss will now deliver the 0-1. And it'll be 1-1 as that ball just misses that inside edge. And after Chance Verton, we have A.J. Estill batting second. Bryce Anderson's batting third today, as the next pitch from Bruss will be a swing and a miss from Chance Verton. Batting fourth is Max Israel. Fifth is Isaac Coleman. After that is Matthew Scholes and Joshua Mace Magnaye at 6th and 7th. Carter Guyton's batting 8th, and rounding out the lineup is Kyler Matthews, as Bruss looks to deal this 1-2, which Verton will chop foul, bounces into the dirt and over towards that Fremont dugout. And 1-2, the count will remain.
Look for him to get ahead in a lot of these counts. He had 45 strikeouts compared to 21 walks in his last season at Fort Hays State. This is a guy that can really get these batters to swing and miss.
Here's the 1-2 now, and Verton will line that one deep into right field. Under it, it drops though, and Chance Verton will slide his way over to second base, where Tyler Schroeder couldn't quite get to it in time, and that's a leadoff double for the leadoff man.
Yeah, this is something that Hastings needs to do. They got behind early in the first 2 games against Fremont, weren't able to come back, so they need to keep this game close and get off on the right foot.
Well, now batting is A.J. Estill, the shortstop from Nelson University is where he's attended. Coming from Washington, in the last game he was 2 for 3 with 2 walks and 2 runs. His first pitch from Bruss will be a fastball on the outside bottom edge of the zone for strike 1. So 0-1 is now the count for Estill with Chance Verton sitting on second base. Bruss, another lefty-on-lefty matchup here, looks to deal. Shows bunt, does A.J. Estill, but he'll lay off of it for a ball that's just down and out. And 1-1 is now the count for Estill.
Not a bad decision to try and bunt Verton over to third if you want to get this party started with a run to the plate.
And batting after Estill is Bryce Anderson, who's been one of the best batters this entire league so far this season, as the next pitch will miss on the inside edge for ball 2. And Estill so far this season hitting .203, getting on base 42% of the time, but after him is Bryce Anderson, who's batting .233 and getting on base over 50% of the time. 2-1 from Bruss now comes in, and that's a fastball right down the pipe that A.J. Estill will look off for strike 2.
That's one of his better pitches as well, the one he feels most comfortable with. Especially in this lefty-on-lefty matchup, you got to bring the heat.
So Bruss gets the sign from Kushne on the backstop and will deliver the 2-2. A.J. Estill will take it. It'll be down low for ball 3, and A.J. Estill works the count full. Bruss gets the signal from Kushne again, and the payoff pitch comes in. It'll be just on the inside edge for ball 4, and A.J. Estill takes first base.
It's a good location, too. Kouchounet is asking the home plate umpire where that one missed. Nice spot, just unfortunately missed the home plate umpire's zone.
So now coming up, as I said, is Bryce Anderson, who's a sophomore at Iowa Western Community College, where he did not get any playing time this year. But before that, he was at Kearney High School in the Nebraska area. Standing in the box at 6'4", 240, left-handed batter's box, the third straight batter for Hastings. It's a lefty, as the first pitch will be another fastball that catches the outside or inside corner for strike one.
And your first 7 batters for this Hastings side all have over a 40% on-base percentage. It's a nice lineup that the head coach has put together.
And that head coach is Victor Rojas, who's not here. The Moo have yet to see him so far this season, as Bruss's next pitch will miss outside for ball 1, and 1-1 is now the count here for Bryce Anderson. Still on first, Verton on second. Bruss looks to deal, and Anderson will foul that one off. Down the first base or third base line over the Fremont dugout for strike 2. As you said, very high OBPs from this beginning of this Hastings lineup. Anderson has 9 RBIs and has a runner in scoring position with a steal on first. Down 1-2 now against Bruss, who deals, and Anderson will pop that one just foul outside that third base line, and the count will remain 1-2.
That would have been the perfect spot for Fremont to try and turn a double play, possibly even a triple play. If that one had gotten to O'Gorman in time, he would have been able to step on the bag and throw over to second or first.
But instead, that'll be foul, and Anderson steps back in the box. Bruss looks over at still on first and Verton on second and deals. This pitch will be way inside for ball 2, a breaking ball that misses the zone, and the count is now even at 2. Anderson so far this season only has 1 or 2 extra base hits, 1 double and a home run, and here at Moeller Field he'll look to do that again, but instead he'll ground one through that 3-4 hole. Schroeder misfields it, and Anderson will go all the way over to third as 2 runners will come in, AJ Still and Chance Verton. Hastings has an early 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened out there in right field, but I think Schroeder might have kicked it off his foot. It went scrambling off him, and Marceau had to go over there in the outfield and get it for him.
So after that hit from
Second baseman, number 12, Max Israel.
Bryce Anderson, that's an error by Tyler Schroeder, will get his way all the way over to third base, and 2-0 is now the score for Hastings, with another runner only 90 feet away with Max Israel at the plate. Takes the first pitch just upstairs for ball 1.
Hey, except you got 3 runs up there. There should be 2.
How do I fix that?
You'd have to press edit and then away runs, and then you'd have to type it in 2.
Okay. Next pitch from Bruss will miss for ball 2. Oh, sorry, it'll be a strike in the zone for strike 1, and 1-1 is now your count. 2-0 the score for Hastings, and 2-1 is now the count for Max Israel, who's sits on in the right-handed batter's box, the first righty batter for Hastings so far today, and 2-1 will become 2-2 as Israel will swing and miss. Two, no outs with Max Israel at the plate, and he'll take another pitch, this time just outside for ball 3, and the count is now full.
Looks to be a pretty tight zone, too. Bruss is going to have to be extra accurate today.
Bruss will deal yet again, and the payoff pitch will be fouled off back behind the plate for Max Israel, and the count will remain 3-2. Still no outs here in the top of the first. Bryce Anderson stands at third base after hitting a single and then getting all the way over to third due to an error from Tyler Schroeder. Payoff pitch yet again from Bruss will be a swing and a miss from Max Israel, and that'll be out number 1 here in the first inning for Hastings.
Like that pitch location as well. Israel was trying to trace some of those earlier pitches and got him to chase that one for the first out.
So first K of the day for Cody Bruss. Already given up 2 runs, 2 hits, and third baseman Isaac Coleman now steps into the plate. Last time he was here, he hit 2 home runs over the Moeller Monster in left field. First pitch from him, though, will be outside for ball 1.
He's got 14 hits and 16 RBIs, and his last 2 home runs that you mentioned got out of here in a hurry.
And the next pitch will catch the zone for strike 1 here on Isaac Coleman. And 1-1 will now be his count. 1 out, 1 runner on, who's at third base, just 90 feet away from scoring as Coleman grounds that one right to first, or right to the pitcher, Cody Bruss. Bounces off his glove over to Dominic Palma, who can't throw it in time to beat out the throw from Isaac Coleman. And another runner scores here for Hastings early in this one.
That one was just lasered right into Bruss's leather. Couldn't get it in his glove, but a nice try by Palma to try and fire it over to first base.
So another hit here for Hastings early in this one. 3 hits, 3 runs, through 5 base runners. And it's Matthew Scholes, the DH today, steps up to the plate, but before he gets his first pitch thrown in his way, it'll be a pickoff attempt for Isaac Coleman at first. 0-0 from Bruss will be taken just on the outside edge of the zone, but it's in the zone for strike 1. Scholes stands in the box at 6'3", 245 pounds in the DH spot. Usually plays at either first base or catcher as Bruss picks off yet again. Can't get Coleman, who slides in the bag in time. But wouldn't expect Coleman to test Bruss, who's in the left-handed pitcher, who is good eyesight right on Coleman at first. But next pitch from Bruss will miss outside for ball 1. 1-1, 1 out. 3 runners scored, 1 runner on. 3 hits so far in the first for Hastings as Bruss deals yet again. And it's a pitch that just is outside of Matthew Scholes' strike zone for ball 2. Matthew Scholes. 2-1 will catch the bottom corner of the zone for strike, and the count is even at 2. So far this season, Matthew Scholes is hitting .241, getting on base 46% of the time as Isaac Coleman will steal. Pitch from Cody Bruss will miss, and Kushney's throw from the backstop will be way over the head of Matthew Marceau, who's covering second base. Dominic Palma will be back behind it, but not before Isaac Coleman will steal second. Full count here for Matthew Scholes with a runner in scoring position and only 1 out.
That one might have slipped out of his hands just a bit. Good job for Palma to back it up and prevent that from going into center field.
Yeah, Kushney getting only his second rep so far this summer at catcher. Initially recruited to Southwestern Community College as Matthew Scholes will drive one deep into center field. Under it is Malatesta, but not in time. It'll bounce in the warning track. Scholes rounds over to second. Coleman rounds third and scoots his way in home. 4th runner scored for Hastings early in this one on that RBI double from Matthew Scholes.
That's the second double Hastings has hit as well. So far, they've looked pretty good against Bruss, and they've gotten some good power off their bats as well.
Now Jacob Kushney will step his way up to the bump, looking to get Cody Bruss under control. As you said, he's only appeared in 1 game. He appeared against Sedalia, where his stuff looked pretty good. Just hit it. Sedalia batters hit it very well, and the same story looks to be happening today. Already 4 runs given up for Cody Bruss. 4 hits, 1 out so far. Fremont, with a lack of arms, is hoping he can go decently far, but the way this one looks, it might not be the case. Joshua Mace Magnaye steps up to the plate for his first appearance against Cody Bruss, with Matthew Scholes sitting on second. Bruss steals, and Magnaye chops it right up back to the Bruss on the pitcher's mound, who throws it over to first after some bobbling he does and collects out number 2, but not before he made the fans sit on the edge of their seat.
Yeah, good composure and good job communication from the infield to tell him where the ball went. A nice strike over to first base.
Second ball that Fremont has almost mislocated so far today. Stepping into the box is Carter Guyton, another lefty for the Hastings side. Batting in at 8th today. His first pitch will be a ball outside and low for ball 1. Matthew Scholes still sits on second base. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Hastings leading by 4. Next pitch to Guyton will be this time inside and low for ball 2. Lefty on lefty matchup here with Cody Bruss facing his 8th batter of the night, only in this young first inning, as Guyton will swing and miss at a fastball. A little bit behind that one for strike 1. Guyton is a redshirt junior at Hastings College. Before that, played at Arkansas State Mountain Home. This comes from Fort Worth, Texas. This is 2-1, now comes in, and we'll take that one. Catches the outside corner for strike 2, and the count is evened up at 2.
Even though he's given up a few base hits, Bruss is still locating the zone very well, like the fight that he has.
Very mature player, a graduate, who's looking to play some independent ball after this season, with Matthew Scholl stealing. Hit and run call as Guyton fouls that one off. Count remains 2-2. Scholl's on second, 2 outs. In the top of the first. Hastings already plated 4, looking to add more. Bruss steals the 2-2, and Guyton takes it up and in, and the count is now full. Cody Bruss looking to get away from this inning and put it behind him, but standing in his way is Carter Guyton. Last game went 0 for 4, but did have 1 walk with 4 strikeouts. 0-1 comes in, and Guyton drops it over to Matthew Marceau at second base for out number 3 here in the first inning, but not before Hastings could plate 4 on 4 hits. And Fremont will look to respond after a word from our sponsors.
From routine checkups and preventative care to unexpected emergencies, Methodist Fremont Health is proud to serve the people of Fremont and Dodge County. Their experienced providers deliver compassionate, personalized care at every stage of life. Whether you're coming in for a regular visit or facing something unexpected, you'll find a team focused on your health, your comfort, and your peace of mind every day of the year.
Keel's Barbershop offers classic cuts, beard trims, and friendly service in downtown Fremont. Stop in for a sharp look and a barbershop experience rooted in tradition. Fremont Family YMCA is your home for summer fitness, swimming, and youth programs for the whole family. Stop by North Lincoln Avenue and stay active, connected, and engaged all season long.
And we're back after some newly recorded messages from Prescott. As of last night, we have a new service where we can do it via computer, and we don't have to read them off. Get some time for us to get some water in the breaks. But coming out for the first time, I should say, is the Fremont lineup. After Hastings plated 4, the Hastings defense today will be started off with Joshua Mace Magnai on the backstop, Bryce Anderson at first, Israel at second with a Still at short, and Isaac Coleman at third. Kyler Matthews in left with Guyton in right and Chance Burton in center. But leading them all is Noah Skilly on the bump. So far this season has been excellent through 12.1 innings. Has a 1.46 ERA with 13 strikeouts and only 9 walks. Sophomore at Chandler Gilbert Community College has been excellent so far this season, but the leadoff man Giovanni Malatesta looked to put a thorn in his side.
Skiley has also only given up 8 hits in his start so far this season. Watch for him to put up a lot of routine ground balls and fly balls.
Yes, the Moo have not seen Skiley so far this season, who's, I would say, the ace for this Hastings squad. Malatesta, though, is arguably the best batter for Fremont, hitting .400, getting on base 56% of the time and slugging .509. First appearance against Noah Skiley, a righty-on-righty matchup. Malatesta takes the first pitch. It's just outside for ball 1. Batting after Malatesta is Eamon O'Gorman. Throckmorton sits at third with Jacob Kushne in the cleanup spot. Skiley will deal another one here, and this time it'll also be high and out of the zone for ball 1. Burke Yassa is batting 5th with Tyler Schroeder in the 6th spot. Matthew Marceau batting 7th. Braden Mitchell in the DH spot at 8th. And rounding out the lineup is Dominic Palma. As the next pitch to Malatesta comes in, it's another ball upstairs for ball 3. And Skiley at risk of giving up a free base pass in 4 pitches early in this one. Skiley gets a sign from Magnae on the backstop and deals the 3-0, and that'll be a strike. Malatesta started taking his bases. He thought it was outside. Was in the zone, and 3-1 will now be the count for Giovanni Malatesta.
A few other pitches that missed looked like that was the exact location that was called as a strike, so I can't blame him for trying to head down to first.
Yeah, Malatesta threw his bat out of the way and walked his way over to first base before he was turned around, and 3-1 from Skilly. Will miss the zone this time inside for ball 4, and Malatesta takes his base.
I think one of the keys if Hastings wants to keep this lead is to not give up free base passes. In that 3-game series against Fremont, they gave up 36 free base passes, 23 walks, and 13 hit by pitches.
A lot of free base passes so far for both of these teams. Fremont actually leads the league in walks. Both these teams have had pitching struggles, sitting at the bottom 2 in ERA so far. Eamon O'Gorman makes his first appearance against Noah Skilly in the bottom of the first with Malatesta on first. First pitch will be a breaking ball that drops into the zone for strike 1. Eamon O'Gorman getting on base over 30% of the time with 12 walks. Has also been hit by 4 pitches so far this season. Sending in the left-handed batter's box against the righty Skilly. Malatesta on first, and Eamon O'Gorman will ground that one over to short. It hops right over the glove of A.J. Estill for a single through that 5-6 hole. And there's runners on first and seconds with no out here. No outs.
Good start for Fremont as well. You find yourself down early in the first inning. They're no strangers to early game deficits. They look like they're comfortable right here.
Yeah, in the first Hastings series, Fremont won a game from behind after an early Isaac Coleman home run in the first inning. So far this season, it's been a lot of runs. Looks almost like basketball and less like baseball in this Diamond Baseball League, with a lot of runs from each squad, as Wyatt Throckmorton makes his first appearance against Skilly. First pitch will miss outside and low for ball 1. Throckmorton so far this season is hitting .342 with a .545 on base percentage. Hit his first extra base hit against Salina in that single game there. A double after his pitching night was concluded. Next pitch to him will miss outside for ball 2. Skiley has not found the zone very well so far. A lot of game left though. Skiley looks over to third base and back to Malatesta at second. Now deals to Throckmorton, who takes another pitch. This one low for ball 3. Skiley at risk of giving up another walk early in this first inning. Throckmorton walked 9 times so far this season. 2 of those being in the last game against against Hastings just 2 days ago. 3-0 from Skiley comes in and upstairs and becomes 4-0. Wyatt Throckmorton will take his base, and the bases are now loaded for the cleanup man, Jacob Kushne.
Good eyes from these Fremont batters. They know that strike zone is extra tight tonight, so they're going to wait until they get a first pitch strike before they swing.
Yeah, Skiley, not an expected start. As I said, he's only walked 9 batters so far this season. Already 2 today in his last appearance against Salina on June 14th, 2 Sundays ago. Pitched in 4 innings, only gave up 3 hits, 3 walks with 0 earned runs and 4 strikeouts. But tonight, already given up 2/3 of those walks with 2 in the first inning. 1/3 of those hits with 1 already. And Jacob Kushne, bases loaded, no outs. Has a big bat. Already hit 1 ball over the Moeller Monster out in left field for the season. Would love to do that here. He did that earlier in BP today. 0-0 from Skiley comes in, and Kushne will take it down the pipe for strike 1. So far this season, Kushne has been one of the best power batters for this Fremont side. 4 doubles and 1 home run, most doubles on the squad. As Skiley will deal the 0-1. Kushne will take that one upstairs, and 1-1 is now your count.
It's one of the main reasons he's in that cleanup spot is because the power he has behind that bat. If he can get a hold of it, look out.
Back-to-back power batters with Kushnay and Yasa in the 4-5 spot. Kushnay, 12 RBIs so far this season, can add a few more here. Instead, he'll take a breaking ball that will drop into the zone for strike 2, and 1-2 is now Kushnay's count.
He's seen 2 of those pitches now. Hasn't swung on him. Expect Skyley to try and go back to that one.
First batter that Skyley has really put balls into the zone for. And Kushnay is now at risk at striking out for the 16th time so far this season. With the bases loaded, Skyley deals, and Kushnay will foul it off back behind us over the press box. And 1-2 the count remains. So far this season, Kushnay, as I said, slugging .410 with only a .231 average. 12 RBIs and 8 walks. We'll see how we can work this count. Down 1-2 yet again. Skyley looks over to Malatesta at third and deals. It just catches that inside corner of the zone on a breaking ball for strike 3. And Hastings has out number 1.
That pitch was working for him that entire at-bat, and he went back to it for the last strike in a spot that's really hard to hit for batters on the inside corner.
And now stepping into the box is Burke Yasa in a familiar spot. Hit 2 grand slams against Grand Island. Couldn't do that at Hastings with a much larger field, but here at Moeller Field, he has better chance of doing so. Skyley deals the 0-0, and Yasa will swing and foul that one off back behind the plate for strike 1.
His last appearance on the 19th, he was 1 of 5 with a double. Like you said, back-to-back power batters for this Fremont side. Hoping to not put one in the ground, though, because this Hastings side can turn 2.
Yasa slugging .605 so far this season, also with 4 doubles, but also 3 home runs. 3 straight games with a home run, as Yasa will swing and miss at a pitch that's dropped by Magnaye, but Fremont runners will not test him. Stay at their respective bases. Malatesta at third, O'Gorman at second, and Throckmorton at first. 0-2 is the count for Yasa. As I said, 3 straight games with a home run, back-to-back grand slams in the last 2 games against Grand Island, and then hit one way over the right field wall in Salina for a solo shot that tied things up in a game that would go into extras. Skyley will deal the 0-2 to Yasa. And Yasa will take it just outside for the lefty. And ball 1 comes in. 1-2 is now the count. Last game, Burke Yasa threw in .2 innings. Collected 2 outs with 0 earned runs given up and 0 hits. No strikeouts, but got easy putouts. Skyley will get the sign from Magnaye to Yasa, who stands in the box at 6'6", 235 pounds. Skyley deals, and Yasa fouls that one off back behind the plate for another foul ball. And 1-2, the count will remain yet again.
He's at the plate now, but that 2/3 innings you mentioned was a big one. Bases were loaded, and he got a batter to ground into a double play.
Finished the night for Chase Nelson, who pitched 6.1 innings in that 7-inning doubleheader, second game of the doubleheader, I should say. As Skyley will now deal the 1-2, and Yasa will swing and line that ball over to right field. It'll drop in, take 2 hops, and bounce into the glove of Carter Guyton, who will throw it in, and Bryce Anderson cuts it off at first base, but not before Giovanni Malatesta comes in from third, and the Moo are now only trailing by 3 with Tyler Schroeder up at the plate.
Some of his best hits have come with 2 strikes against Salina when he hit a home run. There was 2 strikes, tied the ball game up there, and now gets Fremont on the board with that 2-strike single.
And now stepping into the box is Tyler Schroeder, who sees Skyley for the first time today. Bases loaded yet again as he'll take his first pitch. Fastball that catches the inside of the zone for strike 1.
He was 0 for 4 in his last game. He's going to be hungry for a hit. He's batting .250 on the year, .377 on base percentage.
And in that game before that, he hit 2 for 3, so see if he can bounce back and have a game like that. As next pitch from Skyley will drop into the zone for strike 2. Schroeder down 0-2 early in this one. Schroeder from Northwestern College appeared in 67 games and hit .289 there. You said so far this summer is hitting .250 for Fremont. Bases loaded, 1 out, and Schroeder will take the next pitch. Drop right above the dirt. Magnaia will cover it up for ball 1 and keep the runners at their positions on first, second, and third. Batting in at 6 today is Schroeder, who's in a 1-2 spot against Hastings Ace, who's already given up 1 run. "4-1 is your score as Skyley misses another ball, this time upstairs. 2-2, 1 out, 1 run already scored. 3-run deficit here in this young ball game at Moeller Field. 7th time these two squads are facing off so far this season. Skyley deals the 2-2. It's outside. Tyler Schroeder works the count full after being down 0-2. Schroeder has struck out 13 times so far this season as opposed to only 8 walks, but he's worked his way back in this count very well. 7 RBIs and can add some more to the tally in this full count. Payoff pitch from Skyley comes in, and it'll be way upstairs for ball 4. Couldn't quite tell if that hit Schroeder. Either way, he'll take his base, so Gorman comes in from third. Yasa moves over to second, and Throckmorton moves his way over to the third.
Looked like the home plate umpire motioned that he was hit just as he turned away from the pitch. A great at bat. You got down 0-2, you finished 4-2. He stayed very relaxed in there and did not swing at the last 4 pitches that Skilly threw.
Fremont, after back-to-back runs scored with the bases loaded, has this one within 2. Matthew Marceau steps up to the plate, and the first pitch he'll see today will be a strike on the upper edge of the zone for Matthew Marceau, who stands in at only 5'8" and 170, but don't get it twisted. He's been a very valuable asset. Only played in 1 series so far for Fremont. In that, he's batting .375, getting on base 54% of the time and slugging .500. With when he hit a double, a lot of good base running from him as he'll foul off another pitch, and second straight batter for Fremont to go down 0-2 here to Skyley.
A nice player you can insert into this lineup, and now you got a lot of infielders who can really transfer all over the middle infield. You got Palma, you got Fleck, you got Marceau now.
And back-to-back batters down 0-2, and back-to-back batters from the state of Minnesota. Marceau's from Minnetonka. As the 0-2 comes in, it'll be just upstairs for ball 1. A close call there for Matthew Marceau. Fremont still only 1 out in this first inning, 3 runners on. Infield scooted in against Matthew Marceau. 1-2 becomes 2-2 as that ball is upstairs. Skyley, last at bat, was up 0-2 against Tyler Schroeder, who now stands on first base after 4 straight balls. Halfway to doing so here against Matthew Marceau. 2-2. Swing and a miss from Matthew Marceau. Second K of the day for Noah Skyley. Brings up Braden Mitchell to the plate.
The pitches that Skilly's had the most control on have been those changeups and off speed. So when he changed it up there with some heat, Marceau wasn't able to catch up to it.
So now stepping up to the plate is Braden Mitchell, who so far this season is hitting .188 in 43 plate appearances, or 43 at-bats, I should say. Comes in a big spot here. 0-0, bases loaded, and he'll miss on a breaking ball. I'll break away from him. 0-1 is now the count for Mitchell. 0-1, 2 outs, bases loaded still for Fremont. Skyley looking to get away with only 2 runners scored. He deals the 0-1, and it'll be way outside. Just kidding, it'll be in the zone. Breaking ball, thought it got away and away from the plate. Instead, Blue rules it a strike, and 0-2 for the 3rd straight batter for Fremont. Mitchell has struck out 15 times so far this season and is in jeopardy of doing so yet again here.
Okay, so like I'll announce like the
0-2, 2 outs. Skiley deals. Another breaking ball. What I thought was the same spot this time is ruled as a ball. 1-2 is now the count for Braden Mitchell, who's from Erie, North Dakota. Played with Wyatt Throckmorton at Southwestern Community College in Iowa. Throckmorton stands at third base. This base is loaded as Mitchell will swing and miss. 3 outs, 3 Ks for Noah Skiley ends the first inning. Hastings off to an early 4-2 lead. We'll have more when we return after some messages, again recorded by Prescott.
Do you need a quick clean before first pitch? Tommy's Express Car Wash in Fremont keeps your vehicle shining with fast, high-quality washes designed to get you in and out in minutes. With modern wash technology and free vacuums available on site, finishing up the details is easy. Whether you're heading to the game or just out for the day, it's a quick stop that makes a big difference. Clean, fast, and always convenient. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Visit Fremont and Dodge County helps you find the best of local dining, events, shopping, and outdoor fun. Explore what's happening right here in the heart of Nebraska and make your next outing one to remember.
And now back out for his second inning of work is Cody Bruss. In his first one, he gave up 4 earned runs with only 1 strikeout, but he made the Hastings squad earn it. Only 1 free base given up, and the second batter, AJ Still. Other than that, it was 4 hits, including a double from Chance Verton, a single from Bryce Anderson, another single from Isaac Coleman, and an RBI double from Matthew Schulz. Now stepping into the box is the 9-man today, Kyler Matthews, standing in at left field. One of the few freshmen in this Diamond Baseball League, a few others in this squad, none on Fremont. Stands in the box at 5'10", 175 pounds. Committed to Garden City Community College down in Kansas, coming from Snowflake, Arizona. Last game he didn't play, but we saw him earlier in the series against Fremont, as the first pitch he'll see will be a fastball upstairs for ball 1. Bruss deals yet again, and the 1-1 will be fouled off sharply right just in front of that Fremont dugout. And 1-1 will now be the count for Kyler Matthews. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Bruss steals, and Matthews takes. Just catches the inside. Matthews scooted away from it, but it'll still be in that inside edge of the zone for strike 2, and Matthews is down 1-2 against Bruss here. He deals yet again, and Matthews will check his swing. First base umpire rules it safe on a ball that was a fastball that was upstairs, and 2-2 is now the count for Matthews.
After letting his first 3 base runners reach, this would be a better start to this inning if he can sit down Matthews.
2-2. Matthews takes. Breaking ball. That doesn't break enough inside, and the count is now full for Kyler Matthews. Matthews, one of the youngest players in this league. Bruss, one of the oldest. 3-2. Bruss deals, and Matthews pops it up. Shallow right field. Under it is the second baseman, Matthew Marceau, who gets put out number 1 in inning number 2.
Nice way to track down that ball as well. I don't know if Schroeder was going to be able to get to it in time. Yasa looked like he was a few feet just behind it. That's a long trek from second base out there to the shallow part of right field.
Matthew Marceau is a speedy infielder. As I said, his size, he's only 5'8", 170, but pretty mobile guy, and that's very valuable in the infield. As now making his second appearance to the plate is Chance Verton, who doubled in his first. He'll swing and hit another one, this time just foul. It's that ball out in left field. A line drive out there, but aggressive early in this one after seeing something he liked in the first at-bat against Bruss. Thought he had another. Said it'll just be a strike via that foul. Bruss will deal the 0-1 to the lefty Verton. Just a little bit low on the outside edge for ball 1. So 1-1, 1 out. After one batter, the leadoff man, Chance Verton, up to the plate. And Bruss deals yet again, a swing and a miss on a fastball. We'll have Chance Verton down 1-2.
That's a location I'd put it as well. Middle inside seems to be where he swings and misses.
Bruss gets the signal and deals. 1-2. Chance Verton swings and fouls that one off. Another one right over to that netting in front of the Fremont dugout. He'll stay alive. 1-2, 1 out, as I said. Leadoff man Chance Verton. Last game went 1 for 4 with 1 run, 1 RBI, 1 walk, and 2 Ks. Pitch from Bruss is a breaking ball that Verton will scoot away from, as probably would have hit him there. And instead, he'll just take a ball. 2-2. Bruss delivers. Verton takes on the inside half, right about knee height, and count is now made full. Bruss delivers the payoff pitch. It'll be just upstairs on that outside half, and Chance Verton will take his base.
That's what you want from your leadoff batter. You already got a double, and now you draw a walk with 1 away.
And another man who walked in his first at-bat is A.J. Estill, the only batter to have walked in that first inning. Verton now makes it 2 walks given up for Cody Bruss, as Bruss will pick off over to first base. Verton slides back in safely. Bruss can't be too cautious with these Sodbusters base runners who lead the league in stolen bases. They have 64 so far this season. 74 so far this season, as AJ still looks off his first pitch. Bruss looks over at Verton on first. Verton will steal, and AJ still takes. Throw from Kouchner is just off target, as Chance Verton slides in safely over to second base.
First series these two teams met, Hastings stole 21 times. The second series, just 9. They already have 1 here. I think Coach Thornhill definitely strategized how to keep them from swiping those bags.
So Bruss will now deal the 0-2 to AJ Still. It'll be come 1-2 as that ball will miss inside and low. As you said, much more sure on the backstop was Fremont in the second time seeing Hastings, but now with a lack of catchers due to the loss of Connor Thompson, Cooper Ficino, and now Tucker Horner, who had a finger injury in that first game against Hastings. Jacob Kouchner steps up in that spot as A.J. Still will ground over to short. Matthew Marceau will throw it over to Yasa at first for out number 2, but Chance Verton will slide over to second or third base.
And those injuries have been extremely unfortunate for Fremont, but got some encouraging news. Sounds like Horner's hand is A-OK and he can move it pretty well. Not sure if he's going to return or not, but seems to be doing well after that collision at home plate with a batter.
Yeah, and Tucker Horner's season is nearly coming to a close. His last day is this Sunday. He'll be dearly missed on this Fremont squad. Great kid, real glue guy for this squad. As Bruss delivers a first pitch ball on the outside edge to Bryce Anderson, who singled in his first at-bat. 1-0 comes in, and Anderson swings and grounds that ball the same spot to Matthew Marceau, who flips it over to Yasa at first for out number 3. Fremont escapes with a runner only 90 feet away from scoring. And 4-2, your score will remain. We'll have more for you back in a second after a few messages from our sponsors.
Subway is batting 1,000 when it comes to fresh flavor. Build your perfect sandwich exactly how you want it. Pile on your favorite toppings and watch it made fresh right in front of you. From crisp veggies to bold sauces and fresh baked bread, every bite is made to order. Visit Subway on East 23rd Street and enjoy a meal that hits every time. Subway, eat fresh. When cleanup gets big, S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse is ready to handle it. Serving Fremont and the surrounding area, they provide roll-off dumpsters, recycling solutions, and dependable waste removal for everything from residential cleanouts to construction debris. No matter the size of the job, their team helps keep projects organized and properties clear. Fast deliveries, simple service, and a local company committed to keeping the community clean year-round. Raising Cane's is your stop for fresh chicken fingers, hot fries, and Texas toast Made fast and served fresh. Swing by the Fremont location on East 23rd Street and grab a quick, satisfying meal. Raising Cane's.
And how nice is it to have that little music in the background of these ad reads? A little bit less boring than ours before. As Dominic Palma steps up to the plate for his first appearance of the day
Shortstop number 20, Dominic Palma.
against Noah Skiley so far this season. Palma batting .200 with a .321 OBP, as the first pitch from Skiley will be a breaking ball that'll miss on the outside edge as ball one comes in. So far this season, Palma has 13 hits with 2 doubles and 7 RBIs as a 1-0 will be popped up into right field. Guyton slides under it, and he collects out number 1 for Fremont in inning number 2.
Good contact made. Palma will probably for sure see Skilly again. Just unfortunately right to the right fielder.
And coming back up to the plate is Giovanni Malatesta. Walked on balls in his first appearance, just 5 pitches. Malatesta thought it could have been 4 as he walked away early, but step back into the box and take another pitch for ball 4 as Skiley deals to him yet again. Malatesta swings and pops that one off out over into right field, but this time it goes foul. Another ball here. These Fremont batters are just a little bit late on. Malatesta came into the day hitting .400. Far and away the leader on this Fremont side as Skiley deals yet again. This time upstairs and out for ball 1. Malatesta had an off day in the last matchup against Hastings. There's a lot of work so far this season as another pitch to him will be in that same spot up and out for ball 4. Malatesta 55 at-bats, which is good for in the top 5 of this Fremont squad. Been a staple in this lineup out in center field as he'll take another pitch. It'll catch the inside half on an off-speed for strike 2. Malatesta likes to work long counts and wait on his pitch. And so wait on what Skiley has to deal here. 2-2. Malatesta takes. It's on the outside edge, but in, according to the umpire, for strike number 3 and out number 2 here in the second inning.
Wasn't very thrilled with that call either. He had a conversation with the umpire. I don't want to say it's inconsistent, but first inning seemed really tight. This inning seems a little bit larger.
See what Eamon O'Gorman does with that, as his first at-bat resulted in a single. Last game he went 0 for 3, so nice to get back on the hit sheet as his first pitch will be way inside, almost into him in that left-handed batter's box for ball 1. O'Gorman stands in a lefty on righty matchup, one of those guys who bats left and throws right as he'll swing and miss on a breaking ball that drops under his barrel for strike 1. Skiley in 5 outs has 4 strikeouts, adding to his 13 he came into the game with, as O'Gorman takes another pitch, this time on the outer half for ball 2. Gorman, as I said, singled in his first at-bat. Would like to be the first runner on here for Fremont as he'll take a pitch upstairs for ball 3. Gorman stands in the box at 6'2", 200 pounds, so a little bit bigger of a strike zone than Malatesta, who's only 5'8". But not big enough for that ball that was way upstairs. 3-1, Skiley will deliver right down the pipe. O'Gorman thought it was a ball. Second batter for Fremont, who tries to take his base on a strike. Count is full again for Skiley. O'Gorman, 15 strikeouts on the season, but 12 walks. Singled in his first at-bat, will take the payoff pitch and ground it just outside that foul line over at first base. Stays alive, and the count remains full.
It's a good at bat as well. You want to keep this inning extended and try to tie this ball game up.
Payoff from Skiley. O'Gorman swings on and grounds it softly over to short. Still is on it. Pumps his throw, but doesn't get it over there in time. Bryce Anderson on the bag, but not before. Eamon O'Gorman scoots his way over for another single.
Now batting
And Wyatt Throckmorton sits at the plate.
One of the advantages of a grass field, every other field in this Diamond Baseball League is turf. I think if this was a turf field, it still gets to that a little bit quicker, but the grass really slowed down that ball. It can be advantage or disadvantage depending on who's playing out there. Worked out in Fremont's favor there.
And O'Gorman's now on first with Throckmorton at the plate. Walked in his first AB against Skiley, who deals. Pitch that's low and in the dirt. Magnaye covers it and runs to his left and gets to it as quick as he possibly can. O'Gorman won't test him and stay at first.
That was a hit, not an error.
Skiley will deal the 1-0. Wyatt Throckmorton. And Throckmorton will swing on it, line it out right in between that 5-6 hole. Burton will get onto it as quick as he possibly can. Not before O'Gorman gets a second and Throckmorton sits at first.
Nice piece of hitting as well. A line drive right over the second baseman's glove. You're extending this inning, and now you got the leading base runner coming to the plate. Tying base runner is Throckmorton on first.
It's the 14th hit so far this season for Wyatt Throckmorton. He's been one of the best batters on this Fremont squad. 342 average, 545 OBP, 13 hits, 9 runs, a double with 9 RBIs. Last game he went 0 for 2, but did bring in a runner, had 2 walks with 1 strikeout. At Southwestern Community College, he played in 46 games this season and hit .298 there. So waiting on a new home after his sophomore season at the JUCO level as Jacob Kushne comes up to the plate himself, who just committed to Minnesota State not too long ago. First pitch from Kushne will be fouled off softly behind the plate and over down that first base side. Kushne struck out looking in his last at-bat. One of a few batters who's done that so far against Skiley. But again, he's a big batter and just the man you want up at the plate with runners in scoring position. Skiley deals the 0-1, and Kushne takes it. It's way outside. So 1-1 is now the count for Jacob Kushne. 2 runners on, but still 2 outs. After Dominic Palma popped out and Giovanni Malatesta struck out looking. 1 runner on scoring position in Eamon O'Gorman. Throckmorton sits at first. Skiley delivers and Kushne takes. It's another ball, this time in the dirt on that outside edge. 2-1 is now the count. Skiley has not gotten behind on batters in too many games so far this season heading into the night, but he's given up multiple walks. At risk of doing so again here. Skiley delivers the 2-1 and Kushne swings and couldn't tell if he fouled that one off or it bounced off the chest plate of Magnaye back behind the plate. Either way, it'll be strike 2. Evened up count. 2 runners on. 2 outs. 2-run lead for Hastings. Skiley looking to get out of his second inning without giving up any earned runs after 2 hits. Skiley deals. Kushne lines one. Grounded off, takes 2 hops and over the foul line. Down that third base line. And the count still stays at 2-2 after another foul ball from Kushne. Aggressive batting after striking out looking in his first at-bat. See if it pays off. Staying alive here. Throckmorton decently large lead on first, and O'Gorman another one on second. Skiley deals. Kushne lines one right under that foul line. It's just a few mere inches outside of that foul line at third base, deep into left field. He'll have to make his way back over to first, and what would have almost guaranteed brought in 2 runners. Instead, he's back at the plate.
Just a little bit later, and that one would have dropped fair. Both of the runners are going on 2 outs once the ball makes contact with the bat. I think it would have tied up the ball game.
2-2, 2 outs. 2 straight foul balls for Kushnay. Skiley deals. Kushnay takes. It's another fastball on the inside half of the zone for strike 3. Skiley has struck out 5 batters in 2 young innings and gets out of this one scoreless. Noah Skiley wheels and deals, and he shows why he's Hastings' ace. 5 strikeouts on the day through 2 innings, and Hastings leads 4-2. Before we come to the top of the third, we have a few words from our sponsors.
Just like the Moo are staying active on the field tonight, you can stay in the game all summer long at the Fremont Family YMCA. From fitness training and swimming to youth programs that build confidence and teamwork, the Y is all about keeping Fremont moving. Whether you're stepping up to the plate in sports or just staying active off the field, visit North Lincoln Avenue and find your place to train, grow, and stay ready for what's next. Buffalo Wild Wings is your post-game destination for wings, drinks, and non-stop sports coverage. Stick around after the final pitch and keep the night going in Fremont on East 23rd Street. Are you looking for a fresh cut and classic service? Keel's Barbershop has been serving the Fremont community since 1974 with traditional barbering done right. From clean haircuts to detailed beard trims, every visit is built around craftsmanship, conversation, and a welcoming atmosphere. Step into a true hometown barbershop experience where attention to detail still matters. Located in downtown Fremont, Keel's Barbershop keeps generations looking sharp year after year.
And now stepping up to the plate, leading off here in this third inning for Hastings is Max Israel, the junior from the College of St. Scholastica. He's been one of the best batters for Hastings all season. Today in the cleanup spot, batting .327 so far this year, the .451 OBP and .442 slugging percentage. His 1 double, 1 triple, and 1 home run. Had his first home run in his last game against Grand Island, as Bruss will deal and Israel will ground it straight to Bruss on the mound. We'll just take a few steps and underhand it over to Perkiasa at first for out number 1 on 1 pitch here in the third.
That's the second one that's been hit right to him. That one a bit easier than the one prior. Nice play for the first out.
And that's not an easy batter to get out. They said it's .451 OBP so far this season. Is in the cleanup spot for a reason. 16 RBIs heading into the day. But another man with 16 RBIs now steps up to the plate. It's the third baseman, Isaac Coleman, from Brookhaven in Dallas, Texas, where he's from. Will swing on the first pitch and foul it off. A little bit late on a fastball, and it takes 2 hops and heads over to the Hastings dugout.
This is the part of the lineup that's been the most dangerous tonight. Coleman with his single on deck is Scholes with a double. So Bruss got to be a little careful here. Make sure he brings his best stuff.
Bruss deals. It's a breaking ball that a little bit too far outside for ball 1. Righty on lefty matchup here for the third baseman, Isaac Coleman. Bruss delivers. And Coleman will take a strike. Catches the outside edge of the zone for strike 2. Bruss only 1 K so far today. See if he makes it 2 here against the big bat of Isaac Coleman. But it'll be a breaking ball that's way out of control. Way out of reach for Jacob Kushnay. It'll go back, way on the backstop. And 2-2. And that'll be the count for the third baseman. Bruss will deal. Coleman will ground one. Palma's on it at short, covering second. And flip it over to Yasa at first for out number 2. 2 batters, 2 outs We'll see if Cody Bruss can go 1, 2, 3 here against Matthew Scholes.
2 easy routine ground outs as well. That's easy for your pitcher and your shortstop to handle.
And Matthew Scholes now at the plate, standing in the right-handed batter's box. 0-0. Will just catch the outer edge of the zone for strike 1. Scholes hit an RBI double in his first at-bat and stands in the box. 6'3", 245 as Bruss will deliver again, and this one also on the outside edge. A little bit higher than the last one, but same result, strike. 0-2 is the count for Scholes. Bruss will deal yet again, and this time it's another one in the outer half. This time the umpire says it's not in the zone, and 1-2 is the count for Scholes. Last game, Scholes went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs, 1 run, and 1 base on balls. Bruss delivers and rings Scholes up looking. Second strikeout of the day for Cody Bruss. He goes 1, 2, 3 here in the third. And Fremont will come back up to the plate, trailing by 2.
He's really settled in after that first bit of a rough first inning. Found his stuff, and now these Hastings batters are going to have to go up against him.
A lot better in that last inning and in the second one for Cody Bruss. We'll see what Skyley responds with for Hastings after a few words from our sponsors.
When your car needs a refresh, Tommy's Express Car Wash delivers a fast, high-quality wash experience right here in Fremont. Their automated wash system gives your vehicle a polished finish in minutes, while free vacuums let you take care of the interior before you go. It's a simple way to keep your ride looking its best without slowing down your day. Clean, convenient, and ready when you are. Planning your next getaway close to home? Visit Fremont and Dodge County is your guide to discovering everything the area has to offer. From local events and live entertainment to dining spots, shopping, and outdoor recreation, there's something for every interest and every season. Explore the charm of the community and find new experiences waiting just around the corner in the heart of Nebraska. Start your next adventure with Visit Fremont and Dodge County. S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse provides roll-off dumpsters, trash service, and recycling across Fremont and the surrounding area. Simple, dependable waste solutions to keep your project and property clean.
And after Cody Bruss went 1, 2, 3, Noah Skyley and the Hastings Sodbusters come out for their third inning defensively. Leading off for Fremont is Burke Yasa, who in his first at-bat hit an RBI single. We'll see what he does here. Big batter, as I said, in his first appearance to the plate. Hit 3 consecutive games with a home run as he'll drive one deep into right field. It takes a hop on the warning track and off the wall. Guyton is on it, but not before Yasa makes his way over to second base. Leadoff double for Burke Yasa, and the Moo have a runner in scoring position.
That one was piped, and also the first pitch. Saw a few pitches in his first at-bat and decided to wallop that one right into right field. That's a good way to start off the bottom of the third as well.
So 5th hit of the night for Fremont. Puts Yasa at second, and Tyler Schroeder now comes up to the plate after being hit by a pitch on a ball 4 in his first at-bat of the day. Another lefty here for Fremont against the righty, Noah Skyley. Skyley will deal here to Schroeder, who swings and misses at a breaking ball. It'll take 2 hops in the dirt, but Magnaye is on it. And Yasa just stands calmly at second base. Schroeder getting on base 37% of the time coming into the night. Boosted that a little bit in his first at-bat with a hit by pitch. 0-1 to Tyler Schroeder is underway. He'll take it. He'll break into the zone for strike 2. Just on that outer half. Away from the lefty Schroeder. In for strike 2. Now at risk of being Skyley's 6th victim of a strikeout today. Skyley deals. Schroeder takes. This time it's low. Ball 1 for Tyler Schroeder, who struck out 13 times so far this season. Still comes into the day, as I said, 37% OBP. 11 hits on the year with his .250 average coming into the day. Skiley delivers, and Schroeder will swing and miss at another off-speed pitch this time. Skiley gets his 6th K of the day, and Matthew Marceau steps up to the plate.
That's the pitch that Skilly has had the most confidence in today, that off-speed, and any balls that break in the zone have gotten a lot of swings and waves.
After striking out in his first at-bat, Matthew Marceau steps back up to the plate. Through 3 games, he'd only struck out 1 time in his first AB against Hastings, but struck out in his last one. As the first pitch he'll take. It'll just catch the outside corner of the zone for strike 1. As Skiley will deal to him yet again. Yasa still standing on second base, and Matthew Marceau is beamed by a fastball out of control from Skiley, and Marceau takes his base.
Looks like Skilly just lost a little bit of control in that pitch. Might have not had the best grip on it. That's the 14th time Fremont has been hit by a pitch against this Hastings side in the past 4 days.
A lot of hit by pitches, especially Liam Sullivan, who was hit by 3 pitches in a row in that first Hastings game. 6 ABs on the day in that game. That was an absolute shootout, 17-14. As I said, it was a football score in that one, as Skilly deals to Braden Mitchell. Second time he sees him today, he'll put a fastball on the outer edge of the zone for a strike. First time Braden Mitchell went up to the plate, he struck out swinging for his 16th strikeout of the year, first against Skiley. Skiley deals yet again, and Mitchell swings on a curveball. Just a little bit off on that swing. Fouls it off, and count is now 0-2. Mitchell stands in the box. 5'10", 195 pounds, from Erie, North Dakota. Runners on first and second with 1 out. The 8-man and the DH, Braden Mitchell, at the plate. Skilly deals. Mitchell takes. It's just inside that inner half for ball 1.
That one just inches away from the strike zone, but Mitchell did a good job to lay off. He knows that the zone's been a little tighter than usual.
Skiley gets a signal and looks to deal. 1-2. Mitchell will take it and get rung up with a fastball. That inside corner of the zone, and Skiley has 7 Ks through 3.5 innings.
It's been pretty dominant with that off speed. That time that was a fastball.
Dominic Paul.
And man, Mitchell didn't bring the bat off his shoulder. That's a good pitch right at the knees.
7 Ks in the day, and Dominic Palma steps to the plate. Last batter in this Fremont lineup, only seen the plate 1 time today with a pop out in the 2nd inning. Skiley will deal to him again. This will be a fastball that'll catch the outer half on that bottom outside corner and in the zone for strike 1.
He's going to be ready to swing at this pitch. He only needed to see 1 pitch before he blasted one into right field. Even though it went to Guyton, be ready for him to swing on this one.
Yasa still at second and Marceau at first. Skilly deals. And Palma takes another ball, this time way outside. 1-1 is now Palma's count. Last time up, he went 1 for 2 with 2 runs and a base on balls. A lot of hits in this last series against Hastings. Comes into the day hitting 200 with 13 hits on the year. 2 of those being extra base hits and doubles. 7 RBIs. Can add some more with Yasa at second and Marceau at first as Palma takes. This time low. Count is now 2-1.
If he can get on base here and possibly load the bases, it'd be another good spot for the Moo.
We'll see what he does. Runners on first and second. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Hastings leads by 4. Skilly deals. Palma swings on a high fastball and fouls it off into the parking lot. Out down that first base line. Count is now evened up at 2-2. Palma is from Cave Creek, Arizona, and after that he attended Missouri Baptist. Started in 54 games and hit .302 there. Skilly gets a signal. Palma is now ready in the box. 2-2, Skilly deals. Palma swings, pops it up high, fly ball over to the first baseman, Bryce Anderson, who's under it, and puts him away for out number 3. This Hastings lead remains 4-2 as we head to the top of the 4th. Before we get there, though, we have a few words from our sponsors.
Big dreams start with a single ticket. Nebraska Lottery gives Nebraskans the chance to win exciting prizes while supporting important programs and initiatives across the state. From scratch tickets to draw games, every play adds a little excitement to your day and helps give back right here in Nebraska. It's fun, simple, and always local. Must be 19 years of age or older to play.
When it comes to caring for Fremont and the surrounding community, Methodist Fremont Health is here for you, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. With trusted physicians, skilled nurses, and a full range of healthcare services, they serve patients and families across Dodge County with compassion and expertise. From everyday health needs to urgent situations, you can count on care that's close to home, close to heart, and always there when you need it most.
Keel's Barbershop offers classic cuts, beard trims, and friendly service in downtown Fremont. Stop in for a sharp look and a barbershop experience rooted in tradition.
And thank you to Keel's Barbershop and the rest of our sponsors as we now head to the top of the 4th. Leading off for Hastings here is Joshua Mace Magnaye, second appearance against Cody Bruss here after he grounded out in his first. Bruss went 1-2-3 in the last inning. His offense, though, couldn't get behind him after Burke Yasa led off with a double. 0-1 to Magnaye comes in and will catch the outer corner of the zone. In for a strike. Magnaye is from Hastings College, one of quite a few players for this Hastings squad that plays there. Next pitch from Bruss will be just upstairs for ball 1. Bruss is now in his motion yet again. 1-1. Magnaye will swing on that one and pop it up high, but into foul territory down the first base line. We have a kid out there in the stands making a good play on it. Excellent work out there. You can turn in a foul ball here at Moeller Field in for a freezy pop, so hope he takes advantage of that. Keeping the ball, though, is pretty cool, too.
Yep. Always fun when you can claim a little souvenir after the game.
So now 1-2 for Magnaye, who swings and misses. Bruss rings him up for his 3rd strikeout of the day, and he gets rid of the leadoff man here for Hastings.
Nice pitch, and it seems like he's attacking the zone at a lot higher rate. First inning gave up a double, a walk, and a single to start off. Now it looks like he's humming along.
I think it's a little bit of the rust. Bruss hadn't appeared in just about 2 weeks since that first game against Sedalia, which in which Fremont was run ruled 10-0. Well, it's not because Bruss or the reliever Wyatt Henry looked bad. They both looked pretty good in that game. Just Sedalia bats were humming. Guyton fouls off his first 2 pitches against Bruss. Goes down early. Cody Bruss, though, his last appearance was against Sedalia. First game of that long road trip for Hastings. Now he's back in town. Looks to deal the 0-2. And it'll be just outside on that inner or outer edge of the zone for Carter Guyton, who stands in the left-handed batter's box. A lefty-on-lefty matchup. 1-2. Guyton swings and misses at, and back-to-back strikeouts swinging This time on a breaking ball from Cody Bruss.
3 consecutive strikeouts as well. 6, 7, and 8-hole batter. Be nice if he could go 9-hole as well.
And Kyler Matthews popped out in his last at-bat after a long AB against Cody Bruss. Bruss will deal first pitch to Matthews and it'll be inside. Matthews gets away from it for ball 1. Another lefty on lefty matchup. A lot of lefties in this Hastings squad as Bruss deals. And it just barely misses the elbow area of Kyler Matthews, who jumps away from it. So 2-0 is now the count. After 3 consecutive strikeouts for Cody Bruss, now down 2-1, and Matthews fouls one deep out down left field line. Over the bullpens for the Fremont Moo, and 2-1 is the count for Kyler Matthews. Bruss will get a signal from Kushney and get in his motion. 2-1 becomes 3-1 as that ball missed downstairs. As I said in the first at-bat, probably the youngest batter in this matchup, Kyler Matthews, who's heading into his freshman season against Cody Bruss, who's a graduate from Fort Hays State. As Matthews fouls another pitch off. Full count here for Kyler Matthews. Cody Bruss is a graduate from Fort Hays State, and before that played at Central Missouri. As you said, leading into this matchup, he pitched in over 60 innings at 64 and 2/3. Went 3-3 there with a 7.79 ERA. Very experienced man on the bump for Cody Bruss. It's rather inexperienced fellow Kyler Matthews. Bruss deals, and Matthews takes. The youngin gets Cody Bruss on a ball that misses a little bit low and makes his way over to first base. Hastings escapes the 1-2-3 inning on a walk from Kyler Matthews.
It's a base runner they kind of needed as well. They've been pretty quiet since that opening first inning where they made a lot of noise.
And now the leadoff man, Chance Verton, who's gotten on base in both of his at-bats, steps up to the plate. Before he gets a pitch his way, though, Bruss picks off over to Kyler Matthews at first. Slides in safely. Verton, as I said, gotten on base in both of his plate appearances so far this year, or so far this game, I should say. It's his first pitch in this at-bat will miss out and low for ball 1. Verton so far today is 1 for 1 with a double and walked in his last at-bat. Started off the day with a double and became the first runner to score, as he'll swing and drive this ball deep into left center field. Under it, though, is Wyatt Throckmorton, who puts him away for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th.
Especially with the sun in his eyes as well. That's a nice catch made with a bit of an obstacle in the sun shining right down on you.
Yeah, that ball was lined straight to him. I thought it would have dropped instead. Throckmorton's under it in that left center area for out number 3. Fremont's lead, or Fremont now still only trails 4-2. See if they can dig into that after a few words from our sponsors.
Just like a ball field needs a grounds crew to keep it game ready, your property needs the right team too. Indra Mowing and Tree Care LLC provides professional lawn care, tree trimming, and snow removal services across Fremont and the surrounding area. From seasonal cleanup to year-round maintenance, they help keep your yard looking its best in every season. Call 402-720-5944 and let the pros handle the hard work. Stay active, stay healthy, and stay connected at the Fremont Family YMCA. With fitness facilities, swimming, youth programs, and activities for all ages, there's something for every member of the family. Whether you're building strength, learning new skills, or just looking for a place to move and unwind, the YMCA is here to support your goals all year long. Visit North Lincoln Avenue and see what's waiting for you at the Y.
Methodist Fremont Health is proud to care for Fremont and Dodge County with trusted providers, compassionate care, and a full range of services, helping keep our community healthy every day.
And Very big thank you to Methodist Fremont Health, who has helped this Fremont squad that's been plagued with some injuries. As we've mentioned so far in this one, Tucker Horner, Liam Sullivan, and quite a few others have dealt with some struggles here for Fremont. Giovanni Malatesta is the leadoff man today and leading off here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch he sees from Skilly is outside on a breaking ball for ball one. In his last at-bat, Malatesta struck out looking on a ball called that he did, or a strike called that he did not agree with. This time he swings and misses at another breaking ball from Noah Skilly, who's been excellent on the day. Gave up 2 runs in his first inning, but since then, it's not allowed just about anything. Just a few hits here and there. Other than that, 7 strikeouts through 3 innings, and after Malatesta swings and misses, can add another one to his tally.
And I think he's going to try to go to his breaking ball again here whenever he has 2 strikes. That's the pitch that is usually the sinker.
Well, he gets a sign here from Magnaye and deals. 1-2. Malatesta swings and misses. 8th strikeout of the day for Noah Skilly. And 2nd straight for Giovanni Malatesta.
Number 2, Amen.
Out number 1 here in inning number 4 brings up Eamon O'Gorman, who's singled in both of his appearances today. Came into the day only batting .156, but has boosted that average through his first 2 ABs. Skilly deals to him here, and O'Gorman takes first one way upstairs. Skilly, after striking out his last batter, would like to add O'Gorman's name to the hit list so far. 1-0 becomes 2-0 as that ball misses inside. So 2-0 is now the count here for Eamon O'Gorman after a leadoff strikeout from Giovanni Malatesta. Skilly's in his windup and deals. O'Gorman swings, grounds it, takes a few hops, but just is outside of that first base bag into foul territory. And 2-1 is now the count for O'Gorman.
O'Gorman also usually bats in the 7 or 8 hole, so usually he's a bit later in the lineup, but he's doing a good job in the 2 hole so far.
A little bit more comfortable he looks tonight. Skilly will deal to him 4th pitch of this at-bat, and O'Gorman swings on that one and fouls it off. Back behind home plate over to that left side, over towards the Fremont dugout, pops out. And 2-2 is now the count for the 3rd baseman, Eamon O'Gorman. Skilly deals. O'Gorman swings, and it's another foul ball. A little bit deeper down that 3rd base line, but same result again. 2-2 the count remains.
He's prepared for the fastball or anything else that Skilly can throw at him. Just hasn't been able to put one in play just yet.
And Skilly will deal again, and the 3rd baseman O'Gorman swings, and it's another foul ball. Chopped right over to the Fremont dugout again. 4 straight foul balls hit by Eamon O'Gorman after starting this count up 2-0. See what the 2-2 again will look like.
If you're Fremont, try to keep up his pitch tally. The longest he's gone all season is 4 innings.
2-2, 1 out. O'Gorman swings, and it's another foul ball. Another one popped out. Opposite side. Been a little bit late on these balls, has Eamon O'Gorman been. Another 2-2 as Keegan Hansen, the reliever for Fremont, will deliver some more balls to the umpire after so many foul balls from Eamon O'Gorman. O'Gorman went 0 for 3 in his last game with a strikeout, but today is 2 for 2. See what the result of his 3rd at-bat will look like as Skilly gets the sign and deals. 2-2. O'Gorman takes it low, and the count has now made full. O'Gorman, after leading 2-0 early, hit 5 consecutive foul balls, and then took another pitch downstairs for ball 3. Skilly deals the full. And O'Gorman will take it, but be rung up on a fastball that catches the inner half of the zone for the back-to-back strikeouts. Skilly gets his 9th of the day, and Wyatt Throckmorton now steps into the box.
I heard a few moans and groans from the crowd as well, and it didn't look like O'Gorman thought that was strike 3 either. But Skilly's going to keep going along.
And from my view in the press box, I thought it was in the zone, so a little bit unbiased for me here today as Wyatt Throckmorton will ground this first pitch he sees right over to first base, but it'll be ruled foul. It bounced off somewhere over in that foul territory. Aggressive approach here from Throckmorton, who so far in the day is 1 for 1 with a single. Walked in his first AB against Skilly, but so far, since those appearances, Noah Skilly has been a buzzsaw. Throckmorton has done some pitching work of his own. 56 inning pitched with a 6.11 ERA at Southwestern Community College this season. Next pitch he'll see from Skilly will be a ball on the outer half here for this lefty Wyatt Throckmorton. Throckmorton's also pitched quite a bit for the Fremont. Started it against Salina and did quality work there. Gave up 1 earned run in that one as his 1-1 will just barely miss him. Thought it might have collided with his knee. Instead, might have backed it up away. 2-1 will now be the count. 2-1, 2 outs, back-to-back Ks for Noah Skilly, who deals. Throckmorton swings, and it's another foul ball. These lefties are fouling off a lot of balls late. Back over behind the plate on the third base side. Skilly gets the signal and is into his windup. Throckmorton swings, and that's a foul ball. Another one down the third base line. Fastball has been nearly unhittable from Skilly in his last 3 innings. Skilly so far today through 3.2 innings of work, 2 earned runs, and 9 strikeouts. Can make it an even 10 here against Wyatt Throckmorton, but he'll take a second and stand off, take a time, collect his thoughts, collect his signal, and head into the windup. He deals, and Throckmorton swings and grounds one right over the first baseman, Bryce Anderson, who flips it over to Noah Skilly for out number 3. And after an early scoring outburst from both teams, each team is scoreless in the last 3 innings, and the score remains 4-2 as we head to the top of the 5th.
Yeah, Bruss was able to go 1-2-3, and Skilly was able to go 1-2-3 as well.
So before we get up to the top of the 5th in this 2-run affair, we have a few words from our sponsors.
Subway is batting 1,000 when it comes to fresh flavor. Build your perfect sandwich exactly how you want it. Pile on your favorite toppings and watch it made fresh right in front of you. From crisp veggies to bold sauces and fresh baked bread, every bite is made to order. Visit Subway on East 23rd Street and enjoy a meal that hits every time. Subway, eat fresh. When cleanup gets big, S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse is ready to handle it. Serving Fremont and the surrounding area, they provide roll-off dumpsters, recycling solutions, and dependable waste removal for everything from residential cleanouts to construction debris. No matter the size of the job, their team helps keep projects organized and properties clear. Fast deliveries, simple service, and a local company committed to keeping the community clean year-round. Raising Cane's is your stop for fresh chicken fingers, hot fries, and Texas toast, made fast and served fresh. Swing by the Fremont location on East 23rd Street and grab a quick, satisfying meal. Raising Cane's.
And now we're back here in the top of the 5th as Bruss is already dealing his first pitch. 2, AJ Estill, who's batting second today. The first one will be a ball upstairs. So far today, Still is 0 for 1, walked in his first at-bat and grounded out in his second, as he'll take another pitch, this time low for ball 2. Last time up, he went 2 for 3 with 2 runs and 2 walks. He can get his second walk here as he's up 2-1 early and make it 3-1 as that ball misses inside. Bruss has put one in just about all 4 corners of the outer edge of the zone. So 3-0 comes in, and that one will be right down the pipe on the inner edge of the zone for strike 1. A fastball that time. Still will look off. Look to swing here as 3-1 comes in, and he'll ground it over to Matthew Marceau, who makes another play at second base. Runs to his right, throws to his left, and out number 1 is collected thanks to a Matthew Marceau to Burke Yasa throw.
It's been solid at second base, and it's nice when you can give Flex some relief days or Palma some relief days. Even though these guys can really play anywhere, they do have their specialties like we've said before, but nice middle infield here for Fremont. Has really kept this defense in top shape.
And Ripken Fleck out today. Has a showcase tomorrow. Hoping to find a new home after his first season at Augustana. As Bruss will catch the inner edge of the zone. And his first pitch to Bryce Anderson and miss on his second, this time outside. 1-1 count with 1 out for the first baseman, Bryce Anderson, who threw 2 ABs, is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. He'll ground 1 over to Matthew Marceau at second. 2 plays hit his way. Looks just about the same. Matthew Marceau glides in over to his right and in. Flips it over to Yasa at first for out number 2. Only threw a few pitches here in the 5th. And Bruss has 2 outs here for the Moo.
Great fundamentals, and he always ensures that he first gets the ball before he tries to throw.
Matthew Marceau has been an absolute necessity here as Max Israel drive one deep into left center field. Under it, though, is Wyatt Throckmorton, who gets out number 3. Cody Bruss goes 1-2-3 in the 5th. And the score remains 4-2 as we'll head to the bottom of the 5th after a few words from our sponsors.
From routine checkups and preventative care to unexpected emergencies, Methodist Fremont Health is proud to serve the people of Fremont and Dodge County. Their experienced providers deliver compassionate, personalized care at every stage of life. Whether you're coming in for a regular visit or facing something unexpected, you'll find a team focused on your health, your comfort, and your peace of mind every day of the year.
Keel's Barbershop offers classic cuts, beard trims, and friendly service in downtown Fremont. Stop in for a sharp look and a barbershop experience rooted in tradition. Stay active, stay healthy, and stay connected at the Fremont Family YMCA. With fitness facilities, swimming, youth programs, and activities for all ages, there's something for every member of the family. Whether you're building strength, learning new skills, or just looking for a place to move and unwind, the YMCA is here to support your goals all year long. Visit North Lincoln Avenue and see what's waiting for you at the Y.
And as we head to the bottom of the 5th, we have a new pitcher stepping onto the bump for Hastings. This time it's Jack Riley, who so far this season through 3.2 innings of work has a 4.91 ERA and 16 batters faced. He has 5 walks and 1 strikeout, 1 wild pitch with a 1.91 whip. Seen him at multiple different spots so far this season. Stands in 6'1", 185 pounds at Marshalltown Community College, but before that he was at St. Thomas from Harrisburg, South Dakota. In 4.0 innings of work at Marshalltown this season, he's 0 for 1 win-loss with a 27.00 ERA, 15 walks, and 3 Ks. Also seen him out in the outfield in earlier matchups between Fremont and Hastings. At Marshalltown this season, he played in 34 games and hit .354 with 34 hits, but On the bump is where he'll make his presence felt today. In relief for Noah Skilly, who went 4 innings, 2 earned runs, and 9 strikeouts. See if Riley can hold on to that 2-run lead as Jacob Kushne, the cleanup man today, comes up to the plate.
And he struck out swinging and struck out looking, a new pitcher to try and make some impact on.
Riley deals, and Kushne takes it upstairs for a ball 1. First time any Fremont batter is seeing Jack Riley so far this season. As Kushne swings and fouls the next pitch off from Riley way over our heads. Takes a bounce, I think, off the stands and back towards the field of play. We have some kids that get under it. But 1-1 is now the count for Jacob Kushne after first pitch ball and a second pitch foul. Riley deals, and Kushne swings and misses at the next one. It's a breaking ball in for strike 2. And I apologize, Jack Riley actually did appear against Fremont in the last game of the series. He hit there, but Kushne is struck out on a breaking ball. He chases down low. 4 pitches, Jack Riley collects his first K of the day and is done with his first batter.
And starting off just where Skiley was, and that's 10 strikeouts for this Hastings pitching staff.
And sorry, Riley's only experience here this season is on June 13th against Salina. 3.2 innings of work, 2 earned runs, 5 walks, and 1 strikeout. His first pitch to Burke Yasa will be a strike on the inner edge of the zone. Yasa so far today is 2 for 2 with a single and a double. As next pitch will be way up and out over the head of Magnaye on the backstop and bounces into the netting behind the plate. 1-1 is the count for Yasa. Riley will deal, and Yasa will watch it past the outer edge and for another ball. Fastball misses there. For Yasa, who's batting 5th today. They said 2 for 2 today. Did not hit in the last 2 games against Hastings on the road, as another pitch will miss outside. I think Hastings is kind of trying to work around Burke Yasa here, who's been the best batter in the few recent series for Fremont. 2 for 2 today. Lots of other hits as the next pitch will this time catch the inner half of the zone, and the count is now made full by Jack Riley.
Leads the team with 15 RBIs, got his 15th in his first at bat today. It's the man you want with somebody on the base path.
Payoff. Yasa swings and misses that. 2 batters face for Jack Riley and 2 strikeouts.
Right now, it looks like his fastball is the pitch he's going to. Those last 2 pitches against Yasa were on the inside corner. A place that he likes the most. He said he likes elevated fastball inside, but that time didn't get a piece of it.
So now his first appearance against Jack Riley is Tyler Schroeder in the box. First pitch he sees, who takes upstairs for ball 1. Struck out in his last appearance, so back-to-back Ks would be the 3rd of the day for Jack Riley through 3 batters. He's in his motion, and he deals, and Schroeder swings and misses. Breaking ball has him fooled. Hit by a pitch in his first at-bat was Tyler Schroeder on a 4th pitch ball. Getting on base, as I said, 37% of the time heading into the day. Next pitch from Riley misses outside for ball 2. Schroeder at Northwestern College, played in 67 games and hit .289 there. Last night, or 2 nights ago, I should say, went 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Riley deals to him here, and Schroeder lines it right in between the right fielder Carter Guyton and the second baseman Max Israel, in for a blooper single First runner on here for Fremont in the bottom of the fifth and first hit in quite a few innings.
They tried to get a 2-out rally going back in the second inning. They had 2 aboard with 2 outs. Maybe they can get something here and finally crack the home plate again.
Matthew Marceau now steps into the box. First time facing off against Jack Riley. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout, but was hit by a pitch in his last time at the plate. Riley will deal, and Marceau checks his swing. Ball nicks the bat and bounces into the dirt and back towards the right side behind home plate. In for strike 1. Schroeder stands at first with Marceau at the plate. Last time against Hastings on Sunday went 0 for 3. After he pitched in the first game, next pitch he sees will bounce into the dirt out of the glove of Magnaye, but keeps it in front of him, and Schroeder stays at first. Marceau actually pitched first 2 innings for Fremont. No hits given up and no runs. A combined no-hitter in that short 5-inning game between Wyatt Henry and Matthew Marceau. As a 1-1 comes in and becomes 2-1 as that ball is a fastball that misses outside. Marceau has had a real diverse approach at the plate so far this season. 3 hits and 8 at-bats, also 3 walks. Heading into the day, been hit by a pitch now tonight and struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Next pitch he sees, he takes, catches the outside corner of the zone. Count is now evened up. 2-2, 2 outs. 2-run lead for Hastings with Tyler Schroeder at first. Matthew Marceau represents the tying base runner. Marceau takes another one, this time upstairs. Count is now made full. Jack Riley misses upstairs for that one. A little bit out of control. See if he can navigate his way out of this one. Marceau did have 5 home runs at Marshalltown Community College, so does have power, especially here at Moeller Field. As Tyler Schroeder steals and Matthew Marceau fouls one off into the parking lot. Down the first base side, a hit and run call. The count remains 3-2. Fremont has out-hit Hastings 6-4 in this one. Still trails by 2. Full count. 2 outs. Schroeder on first. He steals again. And Marceau takes a fastball on the outside edge of the zone. Umpire rules it a strike. 3 outs, 3 strikeouts for Jack Riley as he gets through his first inning. And Hastings holds on to that 2-run lead.
And fortunate call there from Marceau. He was ready to head down to the first base line, and a lot of fans here did not disagree with that. Did not agree with that call either.
Either way, we'll still make our way to the top of the 6th now. Cody Bruss still out there, but before we hear what that has to say, we have a few words from our sponsors.
Buffalo Wild Wings is your post-game destination for wings, drinks, and non-stop sports coverage. Stick around after the final pitch and keep the night going in Fremont on East 23rd Street. There's always something to do in Fremont and Dodge County. Visit Fremont and Dodge County connects you to local experiences that bring the community to life. Whether that's trying a new restaurant, attending seasonal events, browsing unique shops, or enjoying time outdoors. It's all right here in the heart of Nebraska, where small-town charm meets plenty to explore. See what's happening today and discover why locals and visitors alike keep coming back. S2.
And now we're back here in the top of the 6th. As I said, Cody Bruss still on the bump, making his 6th inning of work. Third time through the order. My numbers mixed up a little bit there. Here he has Isaac Coleman stepping back into the box. Batting 5th today is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out.
Third baseman, number 23, Isaac Coleman.
A righty on lefty matchup here for Cody Bruss. Bruss has gone 1, 2, 3 in multiple innings now, and he deals to Coleman. First pitch is a fastball that catches the zone. 0-1 early for Cody Bruss against Isaac Coleman. Bruss deals. This time a breaking ball that just misses outside. And 1-1 is now the count. Coleman has been one of the best batters for Hastings, leading the squad in RBIs. This is 1-1. Will comes in and he'll foul it off. Takes 2 hops on a chop into the netting right in front of the Fremont dugout. And 1-2 is the count here for Coleman. Ross looking for his 5th strikeout of the day. Already threw 5 innings. Has not given up a single run since the top of the first. As Coleman fouls another one off. This time over to the netting in front of the Hastings dugout. Opposite sides. Away from the field, though, and he'll stand in the box yet again. 1-2, the count remains. Bruss deals, and Coleman swings and misses at an off-speed pitch. 5th strikeout of the day for Cody Bruss. We'll bring up Matthew Scholes for his 3rd AB of the day.
And a good breaking ball on that last pitch as well. Coleman was swinging at a lot of those pitches. And man, this might be a pitch count that Thornhill is coming out for, but Bruss did go a complete game all the way back on February 15th for Fort Hays State against Colorado Mines. So he can go the distance. I don't think he's going to come out here. There is a pitcher in the bullpen for the Moo warming up, but I'd like to see him finish this inning. He's had a very good outing so far.
Yeah, Cody Bruss struggled in the first inning of this one, but since then has really tightened the knot and done pretty solidly. 0 earned runs. I don't think he's given up a hit in the last 4 innings of work. So he deals to Scholes here, and Scholes will ground one. Takes 2 hops and into the Fremont dugout for strike 1. And that strikeout to Isaac Coleman was his 21st of the season. He's 2nd in the league in that regard as Scholes fouls another one off, this time back behind the plate. Usually a catcher, standing in at 6'3", 245 pounds, but today he's in the DH spot, getting some extra ABs. As Bruss deals to him yet again, and he'll dig down into the zone and for that fastball and line it right into shallow left field. Throckmorton gets to it, but not before Scholes makes his way over to first base. Said he hasn't given up a hit in the last 4 innings, and I should have just let my mouth be closed as another one comes in there, and Scholes stands at first.
Yeah, it wasn't a full swing, but didn't need to be a full swing. Kind of a golf motion as he just put it into left field.
And Magnaye grounds his first pitch he sees to Cody Bruss at first, who flips it back to Palma at second, and Palma throws it over to Yasa at first. So the hit didn't even matter as Bruss collects a double play and ends this top of the 6th. Hastings still leads 4-2. This will have a few words from our sponsors here.
That was a nice 1-6-3 double play and a good dig from Burke Yasa. That was kind of a low throw from Palma, but great work around the infield.
Fremont Family YMCA is your home for summer fitness, swimming, and youth programs for the whole family. Stop by North Lincoln Avenue and stay active, connected, and engaged all season long. Are you looking for a fresh cut and classic service? Keel's Barbershop has been serving the Fremont community since 1974 with traditional barbering done right. From clean haircuts to detailed beard trims, every visit is built around craftsmanship, conversation, and a welcoming atmosphere. Step into a true hometown barbershop experience where attention to detail still matters. Located in downtown Fremont, Keel's Barbershop keeps generations looking sharp year after year. Roll-Offs and Refuse provides roll-off dumpsters, trash service, and recycling across Fremont and the surrounding area. Simple, dependable waste solutions to keep your project and property clean.
And now we head into the bottom of the 6th. Braden Mitchell is the leadoff man here for Fremont after last time up at the plate. Jack Riley went with 3 strikeouts after Tyler Schroeder would hit a single. So 4 batters faced for Riley in 1 inning of work and 3 strikeouts. We'll see if Braden Mitchell can be another mark added to that tally after striking out in both of his at-bats today. First one swinging, second time looking.
Hitter, number 4, Braden Mitchell.
And has struck out 17 times so far this season. We'll see what Riley has for him here. He deals the 0-0 and Mitchell swings and grounds it. Foul, takes 2 hops and into the fence in front of the Fremont dugout. Mitchell came into the day hitting 186 with only a 233 slugging, but got on base 40% of the time as he'll take another ball. This time on the outer edge. Thompson in the dirt. Magnaye covers it, but either way it'll be ball 1, and 1-1 will be the count. Riley will deal, and Mitchell swings and grounds it over to Riley on the bump, who runs it over and underhands it to Bryce Anderson at first base for out number 1 here in inning number 6.
Yeah, right now neither team really getting anything turning at the plate. I think it's going to come down to whoever gets the next relief pitcher at the plate and try to really make the best of that situation.
And since the first inning, only 3 combined hits between these 2 teams. No runs scored. Excellent pitching throughout. Hastings has collected a lot of strikeouts, 12 on the night, 3 from Riley and 9 from Skilly. As Riley deals to Dominic Palma, first time he sees Riley today, and first pitch he sees he takes. Takes 2 hops in the dirt and into the glove of Magnaye for ball 1. Riley will get the signal here and deal to Palma. Palma swings on that one. Aggressive swing from Palma results in a foul ball behind the Hastings dugout and on the first base line. Takes 2 hops and goes outside of the park. We have some kids that crawl under the fence and into the parking lot. Going to collect a ball. Here's a souvenir. Maybe turn it into a freezy pop, as I said earlier. 1-1's the count. Riley deals. 1 out already in the 6th as that pitch is way out of control. Spiked out behind the left-handed batter's box on a fastball that misses. 2-1's now the count for Palma. Rounding out the lineup today is 0-for-2 with 2 pop-outs. Next pitch he sees is a fastball that he backs away from just in time. If he would have been any later on that one, he would have got drilled into his hip region. Quick enough reaction time, though, for Dominic Palma, and the count is 3-1. Riley will wind up and deal, and Palma takes his base on a ball that just barely missed that inside corner. Palma makes his way to base for the first time today, and Giovanni Malatesta steps up to the plate.
Not a lot of walks given up by this Hastings pitching staff. Just 3 on the entire night, 2 hit by pitches. Fremont's really got to take advantage of this when they get them.
And Giovanni Malatesta is one of those walks. He walked in his first AB of the day. Since then, he's struck out twice, though. First pitch he sees from Riley is upstairs. Riley threw 1.1 innings. Not seen the whole lineup yet. Notably the leadoff man, Malatesta, who came into the day batting .400. 1-0 from Riley is a fastball. Just upstairs for ball 2. Such a disciplined eye at the plate is Giovanni Malatesta. I don't really ever see him chase anything. It's a big spot here for Fremont. He represents the tying runner with Dominic Palma at first. Another pitch that misses the zone, this time inside. Malatesta stands in and looks that one off. And 3-0's the count here early for Giovanni Malatesta. Riley will deal, and Malatesta takes. This time the ball catches the outer half of the zone. in for a strike. Riley just had to get one in there for throwing 3 consecutive balls to Malatesta. And 4 balls, the at-bat at 4 to Dominic Palma. 3-1, Riley deals and Malatesta fouls it off high into the netting. Here, back behind the plate at Moeller Field. The count is now made full after 3 balls started this AB. Malatesta now has himself a duel. Palma on first. Riley takes a deep breath and deals. Malatesta takes one. It's way upstairs and at his head. He ducks under it for ball 4. Runners on first and second now for Eamon O'Gorman, who's 2 for 3 on the day.
And that's now his 13th walk on the season. He's been very, very disciplined and acute at the plate. Brings up a good man who's already got 2 hits tonight.
Number 2,
And Eamon O'Gorman.
Yeah, 13 walks as compared to 10 strikeouts, so always nice to have that base on ball number a little bit higher than the strikeouts. O'Gorman cannot say the same himself. 16 strikeouts to only 12 walks. 12 is still quite a bit. Getting on base, 317 coming into the day, but since then has boosted thanks to his 2 for 3 outing so far. 2 singles, as you just said. Struck out looking in his last at-bat on a pitch he did not agree with. But with the tying runner at first and O'Gorman representing the leading base runner, he's in a big spot here. First pitch from Riley, he'll see, and he'll take it just upstairs for ball 1. Gorman has 9 RBIs so far this season. Looking to make that at least 10 with Dominic Palma in scoring position at second base and Malatesta at first. 2 runners on, 1 away, and O'Gorman takes another pitch. 2 balls now make it to 0 strikes as that ball misses outside. So number 2, Eamon O'Gorman has 2 balls on a 2 for 3 night with 2 runners on and only 1 out. 2-run lead for Hastings as Riley deals. O'Gorman takes another one, this time in that same spot, again outside for ball 3.
And I leave this pitch anywhere in the zone if you're O'Gorman. You're either going to get a hitter's count or load the bases with a walk.
3-0, Riley takes a deep breath and deals, and O'Gorman takes, just catches the outer edge of the zone, in for a strike. As Malatesta waves over to some fans in the crowd at first base with Dominic Palma at second. O'Gorman in a 3-1 count here against Riley. He deals, and it misses way upstairs into the netting here in Fremont. Thankfully for Riley, that was a ball that walked O'Gorman. Other than that, it would have advanced runners, but now the bases are still loaded either way with the 3-hole man Wyatt Throckmorton up to the plate.
3 consecutive walks after the easy ground out right back to the pitcher, and Hastings head coach was signaling hurry up to his bullpen. I think he wants to get in another pitcher if this at bat does not go Riley's way.
So Riley takes a deep breath, hoping to change the outcomes of the last 3 at-bats. He deals to Throckmorton. That ball bounces into the dirt. Magnaye cannot find it as it bounces off his cleat and out over to his right, behind home plate and over towards that first base side. Dominic Palma comes in, and both runners in Malatesta and O'Gorman advance. So now no more possibility of a double play as another runner scores for Fremont. 4-3 ball game here. Fremont down 1 with Wyatt Throckmorton up to the plate. Riley deals another one. Make it 2-0 now after back-to-back misses from Jack Riley. O'Gorman at second, Malatesta at third. Throckmorton's 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a ground out as another pitch from Riley misses again, way on the inside behind Throckmorton. Magnaye can't get to it before Malatesta plates another run. This game is knotted up at 4.
It's got to be back-breaking for Hastings after you get a 4-0 lead to start off this game against a team you haven't had a lot of luck against. You do so good to keep base runners off the base path with 12 strikeouts, and now you give up 3 consecutive walks and back-to-back pass balls to tie the game.
3-0 to Throckmorton. Marks another walk, 4 straight for Jack Riley. And runners are now on the corners with Jacob Kushnay stepping into the box.
Yeah, that's going to incite a mound visit, too. I got to imagine this has to be Riley's last pitch. Looked really strong in his first inning of work and just kind of fell off the wheels here.
In his first inning, Jack Riley gave up 1 hit, but had 3 strikeouts and 4 batters faced. Second inning of work for him and does not have the same fate. Grounds out his first at-bat, or his first batter in Braden Mitchell, but after that gives up 4 consecutive walks and allows 2 runners to score. 4-4 is your score. All knotted up. Runners on the corners and Wyatt Throckmorton at first and Eamon O'Gorman at third. Kushnay's up to the plate, who's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts on the day, but he's a big batter. Second on the team in RBIs. Look to bring in at least one more runner with O'Gorman only 90 feet away. Jude Stewart, a familiar face for these Fremont batters, is now on the bump.
Now pitching for the Sodbusters.
Saw him start against Fremont not too many days ago. And so far this season, he's been a very solid pitcher here for Hastings. 16.2 innings of work, 7.56 ERA. Faced 77 batters, only giving up 1 home run. 15 walks and 11 strikeouts. A whip of only 1.74.
Yeah, No, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say he's from Arkansas Tech, Paragould, Arkansas. A few players here play for Arkansas Tech, but what were you about to say, sir?
No, usually he comes in as a starting pitcher, but he can also come in relief. That's a great option to have if you're a head coach, when you got a pitcher who can come in at practically any spot during the day. And Stewart, 11 Ks, 15 balls, even though you got more balls than you do strikes. Still a pretty good pitcher to come in with that 1.74 whip.
So far this season, he's appeared in 3 games, 2 of those being against Fremont. The first of those was on June 6th in the first series on the road here in Fremont. He pitched in 6 innings, gave up 6 hits and 3 earned runs with 4 walks and 3 strikeouts. This last series at home in Hastings, Stewart threw in 5 innings and a start, 7 earned runs given up with 6 strikeouts and 6 walks and 4 hits. Was the man to start that big 17-14 game we have mentioned in this broadcast. First batter he faces, as I said, is Jacob Kushnay, who so far this season has been one of the best RBI getters for this Fremont squad. Runners on the corners in a big position to do so. Hit one over the Moeller Mountain earlier this season. We'll see what he does here. First pitch he sees, he fouls. Back on the first base edge, back behind the plate. Way upstairs. Hit over the netting. And 0-1 is now the count here early for Kushnay. And Stewart deals lefty on righty matchup. Sorry, righty on lefty matchup as Stewart's a left-handed pitcher from Arkansas Tech. Next pitch is outside over towards that left-handed batter's box. And 1-1's a count. Runners still on the corners and Throckmorton at first and O'Gorman at third. 1-1, 1 out. Stewart in his motion and deals. Ball's upstairs. Count now becomes 2-1.
Curious to see if Throckmorton is going to steal here to negate the double play. What you don't want here is a double play opportunity with a ground ball.
I guess we'll await that as Throckmorton will not steal and Kushnay will swing and miss at a breaking ball. Now 2-2 is the count and Kushnay is at risk of striking out for the 4th time today. First batter he faces Jacob Kushnay, and Stewart will have to wait the outcome of this at-bat as Kushnay fouls another one off, this time back behind the plate. And 2-2 the count remains.
Maybe a rough night. You might be 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, but you got a good chance to put a ball in play here. And Kushnay had 3 RBIs in that series against Hastings, looking for another one.
Throckmorton steals as Kushnay takes a ball. Throckmorton's caught in a rundown. O'Gorman slides away and home, but Throckmorton's tagged out. Either way, Fremont takes the lead 5-4. Bases are now cleared thanks to a Wyatt Throckmorton tag out, but O'Gorman gets his way home.
That was a smart play, too. He would have been safe if he decided to slide. Instead, he held up before he reached the base path to ensure that the third base runner could come home, and now Fremont has the lead.
Kushnay takes another pitch. It's a ball. He takes his base. So after a run down here in the top or bottom of the 6th, Kushnay takes his base. First time stepping onto the first base bag today for Jacob Kushnay as Burke Yasa now steps into the box. First time he sees Stewart tonight. He swings at his first pitch. It's a fastball blown right by him. Swings and misses at. And 0-1 is his count. Kushnay on first. O'Gorman was brought in and Throckmorton was tagged out. 0-1, 2 outs, 3 runs scored, and Fremont has a 5-4 lead. Yasa takes another one. This time up and in for ball 1. Jude Stewart looks to end first inning for him. After giving up a run, it was not earned to him, it was earned to Jack Riley, who put O'Gorman at third base. Collected an out via a rundown in his first at-bat, but Kushnay walked on balls. Yasa's in a 1-1 count. And make it 1-2 as that's a breaking ball that drops into the zone on the outer half of this lefty-on-lefty matchup. First baseman Burke Yasa comes into this at-bat, 2 for 3 in the day with an RBI single, a double, and a strikeout. 1-2, Yasa will take and be rung up on a fastball he thought was low. Umpire rules differently, and that's out number 3 and K number 1 for Jude Stewart.
Well, it might have ended with the strikeout, but you got the lead back if you're Fremont, and you got 3 innings to extend it or sustain it.
So after the 6th inning, in a game that seemed like no team could score after the first, Fremont will reclaim the lead after a few walks from the reliever Jack Riley. 5-4 is your score. And come back for more after a few words from our sponsors.
Tommy's Express Car Wash offers fast, high-quality washes and free vacuums to keep your vehicle looking its best. Stop by in Fremont for a quick clean that fits your day. Raising Cane's is your stop for fresh chicken fingers, hot fries, and Texas toast made fast and served fresh. Swing by the Fremont location on East 23rd Street and grab a quick, satisfying meal. Raising Cane's. Home of the legendary footlong, Subway serves up fresh-made sandwiches stacked with all your favorite toppings, built right in front of you, just the way you like them. So next time hunger steps up to the plate, don't strike out. Head to Subway on East 23rd Street and knock it out of the park. Big flavor, fresh ingredients, and made your way every time. Subway, eat fresh.
And now we're back. Top of the 7th here in Fremont at historic Moeller Field. And we have a new man on the bump here for the Moo. That'll be Keegan Hansen in for relief after Cody Bruss went 6 innings with 4 earned runs and 5 strikeouts. So far this season, Hansen has pitched in 12 innings with a 4.5 ERA. Giving up 11 walks, but also struck out 10 batters with a 1.58 whip. Comes from Wayne State. And before that, he lived in Pella, Iowa at Wayne State. This last season, he pitched in 5.1 innings with a 0-0 win-loss, a 13.5 ERA, and 11 hits given up. Missed him in the last series as he was out of town with a wedding. Congratulations to the newlyweds and whatever relation they have to Mr. Hansen. As the righty will face off against the lefty Carter Guyton. First batter he sees today. He throws a first pitch strike. And as we know, up in the box, Keegan Hansen had some arm troubles. A lot of innings pitched and not too many days of rest in between those for Mr. Hansen so far this season. Hope his arm is a little bit recovered with a few extra days of rest thanks to the wedding and not having to play in that second game of the doubleheader against Hastings. First 2 pitches to Guyton are fastball, or are strikes taken. That time it was a curveball after the first pitch fastball. Guyton on the 0-2 will take it. It's a curveball that drops, but not enough. Goes upstairs for ball 1. So Hansen is in a 1-2 against Carter Guyton, and he'll deal here after a deep breath. Guyton will take that pitch, check his swing on a ball that's way upstairs, and 2-2 is now the count for Keegan Hansen's first batter face of the day. 2-2. Leadoff man in the top of the 7th. Fremont leads by 1. Hansen deals, and Guyton swings and grounds it softly over to Burke Yasa at first base, who walks his way over to first for out number 1 for the leadoff man in the 7th.
A nice start to your night. You get 2 first pitch strikes and then an easy routine ground ball for your first baseman.
And it's nice to start your night at the bottom of the order with Carter Guyton batting 8th, and now Kyler Matthews batting 9th. So far today, he has a pop out and a walk as Jacob Kouchner steps up to the plate to talk to Keegan Hansen. First time catching on the season for Keegan Hansen. It is for Jacob Kouchner, who's only caught in 1 game so far this year, thanks to a few injuries and a lack of catchers on a catching staff that started off with quite a few members, with Cooper Fucino and Tucker Horner and Easton Leahy and Connor Thompson. Thanks to the departure of Thompson and the injuries of Fucino and Horner, Kouchner steps in. As he said in the last broadcast, he was actually recruited to Southwestern Community College to play catcher. Since then, he's moved his way over to first base and in the outfield. That's where he spent his time in Fremont. Real utility piece as Hansen deals the 0-0 to Matthews, and it's a breaking ball that misses on the outside edge for ball 1. Hansen leans down and gets a signal from Kouchner. Takes a deep breath and deals the 1-0 and makes it 2-0 as that ball also misses outside for Kyler Matthews, who stands in as a lefty against the right-handed pitcher, Keegan Hansen. Hansen in the windup again, 2-0. Fastball a little bit low, and 3-0 is now his count. Hansen's usually a pitcher he won't wow you with his fastball. It's not going 100 miles an hour, but his breaking ball has so much drop. Really experience from him, as next pitch will be a fastball, but just upstairs for ball 4, and Kyler Matthews has back-to-back walks here for the Sodbusters.
And now at the top of the order up, you got a dangerous guy at the plate who's doubled and also put a liner into left field. He makes hard contact with it, and if he can put one in play, it might be a tie ball game.
And that's Chance Verton, who's heading into his sophomore season at Emporia State, standing in the box at 6'2", 205. Another lefty on righty matchup as Keegan Hansen delivers a fastball. Just misses the zone, though, for ball 1. Matthews on first after walking. Verton in the box. 1-0 from Hansen is a fastball in the zone for strike 1. Nice to find the zone here for Keegan Hansen after giving up a walk. Had outings earlier this season where he's given up quite a few walks, as his 1-1 is now delivered, and it's just inside for ball 2. Hansen a little bit rusty after not having appeared in over a week. He picks off over to Kyler Matthews at first, who slides in safely. These Sodbusters base runners are not taking their usual leads after being picked off multiple times in the last series against Fremont. Really shirt up on that end defensively as Hansen deals and Verton slaps one into left field. Under it, though, is Wyatt Throckmorton, who puts Verton away for out number 2 and halts Matthews at first.
Burton just had to reach out and try to poke that over to Throckmorton. That's the second time he's gotten it out to left field. Good location from Hansen.
2 outs for Chance Burton on the day, and both of them are pop outs to Wyatt Throckmorton, who's in the 7 spot today. Number 7 now for Hastings comes up to the plate. AJ is still, and his 0-0 is a breaking ball that catches the inside corner. Perfect location there for Keegan Hansen as a still takes. And 0-1 is now the count for the shortstop. Lefty on righty matchup again. Hansen deals, and that ball will be just outside. Kouchner slides over to grab it. Makes his way out of the backstop and makes sure that Matthews won't steal. Doesn't even think about it as he sits on first. Matthews on first. A steal in the box. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Fremont up by 1 as Still will ground one over to the first baseman, Burke Yasa, who takes one extra step after fielding that one over to the bag to collect out number 3 here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, very nonchalant. He was comfortable with that ball.
All right, fans, it is now
Way to get out of that inning for
Stand up,
Hansen.
roll those shoulders, shake out those legs. It is time.
And
for
as you said, first inning work
inning
from Keegan
stretch.
Hansen results in a scoreless one through 4 batters. Hansen gets through them all. Fremont holds on to their 5-4 lead as we head to the 7th inning stretch. 7th inning stretch, I should say. Before we get to the bottom of the 7th, we have a few words from our sponsors, though.
Fremont Family YMCA is your home for summer fitness, swimming, and youth programs for the whole family. Stop by North Lincoln Avenue and stay active, connected, and engaged all season long. Indra Mowing and Tree Care LLC offers mowing, tree care, and snow removal services across Fremont and the surrounding area. Call 402-720-5944 for dependable service and year-round property care.
Methodist Fremont Health is proud to care for Fremont and Dodge County with trusted providers, compassionate care, and a full range of services, helping keep our community healthy every day.
And now we're into the bottom of the 7th. Jude Stewart heading into his 2nd inning of relief after covering for Jack Riley, who gave up 3 earned runs in that last inning of work. Stewart got through 2 batters in the bottom of the 6th, one of those being via strikeout. Comes back out, but this time he has Tyler Schroeder at the plate. Schroeder so far today is 1 for 2, hit by pitch, a strikeout, and a single. Fremont leads by 1 still. Thanks to good relief work from Keegan Hansen in that last inning. Not too much left in this night. As you said, the skies have started to darken here in Fremont as Stewart deals a breaking ball that catches the inside corner of the zone for the lefty Tyler Schroeder. Lefty on lefty matchup here. This counts 0-1 early for Schroeder and make it 1-1 as that's a fastball that's way inside. Schroeder scoots away from it for ball 1. A lot of velocity on that pitch from Stewart, just a little bit out of control. 1-1 comes in. That's a fastball, or a breaking ball that Schroeder slides on, and it drops just foul. Foul ball that Schroeder was all the way around, close to second base on. Just glided a little bit foul. Thought there was a chance that one could have been off the Moeller Monster in left field. Instead, it glides foul. The left fielder, Kyler Matthews, could not get under it and put Schroeder away as the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 7th. So he'll step back into the box in a 1-2 count. Stewart is in his windup and deals. Schroeder fouls another one off. Again down the third baseline. This one not as close to being in fair territory. Count remains 1-2. First batter faced for Jude Stewart here in the bottom of the 7th. As he deals and Schroeder swings and fouls that one off. was on the inner half. It just catches the inside of his bat, and he stays alive just barely.
And Stewart's not going to be a pitcher that's going to give up a lot of walks like Riley did. So if Fremont wants to get back to the plate, they're going to have to put balls in play.
And Stewart deals 1-2. Schroeder takes, and that's a fastball down the middle. That rings up Tyler Schroeder. Jude Stewart gets his second K of the day, and Matthew Marceau now steps into the box.
Yeah, nice pitch location, inside corner, lefty on lefty.
Matthew
That one's hard to get around on.
As you said, Stewart doesn't walk very many batters. Only 15 so far this season through 16.2 innings of work, with now 13 strikeouts. As the first pitch there to Matthew Marceau, who's so far today 0 for 2. Next pitch is a ball that is on the inside edge for Marceau. As I said, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, but was hit by a pitch in his second AB of the day. Stewart deals, and Marceau will take it on the outer half. In for the first strike of this at-bat, and 2-1 is your count. Good breaking ball there from Stewart that catches the outside corner. Get his first strike in this AB as he deals another one. This one's a cutter that's just outside according to the umpire. And 3-1 is the count here for Matthew Marceau. So far the season has 3 walks, but none today. See if we can get another one here. 3-1 becomes 4-1 as that ball is spiked into the dirt, and Matthew Marceau trots his way over to first base. And now coming up to the plate is Braden Mitchell, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Strikeout swinging, then a strikeout looking, and then a ground out in his last at-bat before Fremont would then plate 3 runners in the bottom of the 6th. With Marceau on first, we'll see if Mitchell can do some damage. First pitch is a breaking ball that Mitchell watches pass over him for a strike 1. Drops right into the middle of the zone on that bottom half for strike 1. And Mitchell so far this season has 9 RBIs and 2 doubles in damage of plating runners, or has done that so far this year. So swing and miss. This time at a fastball, a little bit behind that one. And 0-2 is the count for Mitchell. Marceau still on first. Conservative lead over there, just only a few steps outside of the bag. Infield in a usual position. Righty on lefty matchup, and Stewart deals. This pitch is up and out for ball 1. Stewart now collects the ball, gets back into his stance, looks over to the catcher Magnaye for a sign, gets it, looks over to Marceau at first, and Mitchell swings and lines that one into the glove of A.J. Estill, who puts his glove on the dirt, catches it, and then winds one and throws it over to first base. Marceau was a little bit off of it, was not ready for a tag-up play there, thought that one would drop in. It's a double play that ends the bottom of the 7th. 5-4 is still your score here in Fremont.
Yeah, unfortunate 6-3 inning-ending double play. It looked like that one might have dropped. I thought so. He would have let it. And just tough that you were caught in between the base paths.
Marceau was ready to slide to second. Instead, it'll be out number 3 as we get ready for inning number 8 after a few words from our sponsors.
Buffalo Wild Wings is your post-game destination for wings, drinks, and non-stop sports coverage. Stick around after the final pitch and keep the night going in Fremont on East 23rd Street. Fremont Family YMCA is your home for summer fitness, swimming, and youth programs for the whole family. Stop by North Lincoln Avenue and stay active, connected, and engaged all season long. Keel's Barbershop offers classic cuts, beard trims, and friendly service in downtown Fremont. Stop in for a sharp look and a barbershop experience rooted in tradition.
And now we're into the top of the 8th. Keegan Hansen back out on the bump for the Moo. In for his second inning of work, in his first, got through 4 batters before he collected the necessary 3 outs. kept Fremont in a 5-4 lead before the Fremont reliever Jude Stewart would work his way through the Moo squad. Thanks to an inning-ending double play, 5-4 is still your score here in the top of the 8th, with now the lefty, Bryce Anderson, up to the plate.
And after 4 hits in the top of the first, they only have 1 hit over the past 6 innings. Bruss and Hansen have done well to keep them in check.
And Bryce Anderson is one of the best batters, batting in the 3-hole today at first base. 1 for 3 on the night with a single and 2 groundouts. Looks over a first pitch, off-speed pitch on the upper half, but it is ruled outside of the zone for ball 1. As Hansen takes a deep breath and deals the 1-0. Makes it 1-1 on a fastball, this time in the zone. Anderson looks that one off. And so far this season, Anderson is batting .233 coming into the day, with a .507 OBP thanks to his 23 walks. None of those yet today, though, as a 1-1 from Hansen comes in, and Anderson takes it outside for ball 2. And so far this season, Bryce Anderson is the Diamond Baseball League's leader in walks with 23. Next man behind him is only at 21. Hansen deals, and it's another breaking ball. Drops into the zone for strike 2, and count is even up at 2-2. Hansen looking to put away the first batter in this 8th inning, Bryce Anderson, and he deals here. Anderson swings and fouls that one off. Back down the first base line. And the count stays at 2-2. Hansen leans over and awaits the signal from Kushnay. He shakes his head and gets it here. He gets into his windup and deals the 2-2. Anderson swings and misses at that fastball. Hansen blows it right by him and gets his first K of the day in out number 1 here in inning number 8.
Well, we said the pitches he's most comfortable with are his off-speed pitches. That one was just some high cheese and a nice swing and miss there for Hansen.
And now stepping into the box is Max Israel, who's 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout, a ground out, and a pop out. His first time seeing Hansen today. We'll see how it goes. Hansen deals here, and the 0-0 is a breaking ball that's outside and low for ball 1. And that's only Bryce Anderson's 14th strikeout of the season as compared to his 23 walks. So great put out there from Hansen as he deals the 1-0, and it becomes 2-0 as another ball misses down and low in that same spot. Israel here is another batter that gets on at a very high clip here for Hastings. 451 OBP with a 327 batting average coming to the day. Next pitch he sees is another ball, this time upstairs. Early 3-0 lead here for Max Israel as the second batter here in the top of the 8th. Hastings still trails by 1. A 5-4 ball game. Started off explosive. That's been limited since, as we see Coach Jonathan Thornhill step out to the bump. Visit Keegan Hansen up there and make sure he's doing all right.
I don't see anyone in the bullpen for Fremont. I assume Hansen's going to stay in. It's been a good outing so far from him, coming in for Cody Bruss. I think he just wants to check in and really get this batter out. This is the part of the lineup that's most dangerous, the top of the lineup. The first 6 batters all have at least a hit aside from Israel and have gotten on the base path. So really want to make sure you keep these guys in the batter's box and not moving around on the base path.
And I think Keegan Hansen's night is done. He walks off in kind of a surprising fashion. I did not expect his night to be done so soon. Got through 1.1 innings allowed 0 runs, and only 1 runner on base. Must have some injury struggles, as he dealt with some arm issues earlier in this season. Be a little bit beat up there, as his night will end. And the first baseman, Burke Yasa, will now step over to the bump. Not quite sure who will come in as his replacement. Looks to be number 11, Easton Leahy, I believe.
Well, you might as well bring him in here. He's, at the start of the season, wasn't listed as a pitcher for this team, but has become a reliable starter and or relief pitcher. We said earlier that he came in against Hastings, top of the 6th inning.
Now pitching for the Fremont
Bases
Moo,
loaded.
number 29,
And you needed 2 outs, and you got him. He was able to force a runner into a ground out. Coming into a tough spot with a 3-0 count, but you have nobody aboard.
And so with Yasa now on the bump, Eamon O'Gorman will slide over to first base, and Easton Leahy, I think, heads over to third. Not quite sure what this new line for Fremont will look like. We'll get that as soon to you as we know it, but before then, let's take a look at Burke Yasa's stats. So far this season, he's pitched in 11.2 innings with an 0-1 win-loss record, but he does have a save, 11.57 ERA. Through 62 batters, he's given up 1 home run and 9 walks, but has 10 strikeouts and only a 2.06 whip. It's an 11.57 hits per 9 average.
It looks like number 3, Sullivan, is over at first. I think that's who replaced Yasa.
Pretty sure that's O'Gorman.
Oh, that's 2, not 3.
And so I think what happened here is Matthew Marceau slid over to third base. Dominic Palmer remains at short. There's a new man in second base. Not quite sure who that is. Other than that, this lineup stays the same. It might be Giovanni Malatesta at second base. Is that who that is? We'll figure that out whenever we get that. But so far, Max Israel's in a 3-0 count here for Burke Yasa, who's warming up. He did not get any chance in the bullpen as he was on first base prior to Keegan Hansen's early cord pulling. Quick night here for Hansen. Hoping he's okay. Got to imagine that's got to be injury concerns here for him. So hoping he's all right. Hope him a speedy recovery, as pitching is brutal on your arms, and we've seen that all season for Fremont. Many pitchers have dealt with struggles. I see Keegan Hansen talking to the trainer here out in the Fremont dugout. Big thank you to our sponsors, Methodist Fremont Health. Always here for this Fremont squad. Israel steps back into the box. I think it maybe a new man out in the outfield. As first pitch from Burke Yasa's upstairs, and Israel takes his base after a long-awaited ball 4.
Third baseman, number 23, Isaac.
Israel will step onto the base path for the first time today. And Isaac Coleman will now step into the box. So far today is 1 for 3 with a single. Then since then is grounded out and struck out. Burke Yasa, despite being a left-handed batter, throws with his right as he deals here to Coleman. It's a fastball that Coleman is way behind. Swing and a miss on that one. And 0-1's the count here for Isaac Coleman. So we do have confirmation that Giovanni Malatesta is now the second baseman.
Then Throckmorton's at center.
Throckmorton moved out to center field.
Left, and then Schroeder's right.
Schroeder's out in right. You said who's in left?
And then Braden Mitchell's at left.
And Mitchell, the DH, slides out to left field. So all 9 players on the field will be the 9 batters for Fremont, as Yasa will deal again. And Max Israel will steal. Coleman swings and misses and is rung up by Burke Yasa. As a result, though, Max Israel will steal second base. But Burke Yasa gets out number 2 and first K of the day.
Matthew Schultz.
The DH, Matthew Scholes, is now up to the plate. So far today, he's 2 for 3 with an RBI double, a single, but struck out looking in between those as Jacob Kushne steps up to the bump to talk to Burke Yasa. Yasa's a big guy, so has a lot of velocity. 6'6", good reach. His brother Carson Yasa was a pitcher at the University of Nebraska, where he was 11-2 this season. One of the best pitchers in the Big Ten. As Matthew Scholes steps out of the box and takes time before he receives a pitch from Yasa. Carson Yasa, Burke Yasa's brother, was actually a former Fremont Moo player, and that's how Burke was recruited to this year's squad. Israel steals and Kushne guns on a ball that's upstairs from Yasa. Throw from Kushne is not in time, though, and Israel steals third base, makes his way from first to second to third, and that's the danger of Max Israel stepping onto the base path.
They've kept him pretty quiet from stealing bags, only won this entire game, and now Israel goes from first to third.
And I think a big reason for that is the two batters who get a lot of stolen bases for Hastings have been limited. AJ has still only been on base one time today. Came into the day with 14 stolen bases, and Israel's came into the day with 12 stolen bases. As Yasa will. What is that?
So I think I've got 3-0 count.
Will miss again, and 3-0 is now the count here for Matthew Scholes. Only one out remains with Israel 90 feet away from tying this ball game up. Yasa throws a fastball on the outside edge of the zone and in for a strike. 3-1 count. Burke Yasa wheels and deals, and it's upstairs. Matthew Scholes takes his base and puts runners on the corners. And Joshua Mace Magnaye, the catcher, now steps up to the plate.
Well, the good news about runners on the corners is that you got a force out at first and second now, so if it goes to any part of the infield, you have options, especially now with a new infielder in Malatesta. Usually his comfortable position is out in center field, but it seems like he's had at least a few reps in at the infield and second base because Thornhill feels comfortable enough to put him there.
And Malatesta's a real all-around athlete, played in multiple spots, and been one of the best batters. One of the hardest workers on this Moose squad. Is always first person to the field, always ready to get some work in. But Joshua Mace Magnaye steps to the plate, and the fill-in head coach, Coach Rangel for Hastings, has a word with the two base runners and Magnaye, who steps up to the plate, steps into the left-handed batter's box, and he's 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out in his first at-bat and struck out swinging in the second. In his third, he grounded into a double play. Fremont would love that series of events or that pattern to repeat here. Top of the 8th, Fremont still leads by 1. Max Israel 90 feet away from tying it. Matthew Scholes 270 feet away from taking the lead. Magnaye is in the box as Yasa looks over to first. Scholes takes a big lead and steals. And Yasa allows Scholes to steal in order to make sure Max Israel won't steal home. Throws it over to third base. Marceau cannot tag Israel in time, and Matthew Scholes steals second.
And before McKnight could step into the box, Rangel and the runners on the path had a conversation. I think they were trying to coax Yasa to get into a rundown so the runner could come home.
1-1 from Burke Yasa is a fastball that misses downstairs. So now instead of the leading base runner being 270 feet away, he's only 180 at second base. Israel, the tying base runner, sits at third. Runners on second and third. Joshua Mace Magnaye up to the plate. 1-0 becomes 1-1 as a fastball is blown right by the catcher. Burke Yasa would love a strikeout here, not even putting anything up to his fielders, who have been sure-handed tonight. No errors so far, but he'd rather just do it himself. Israel takes a big lead, and 1-1 becomes 1-2 as another swing and a miss on another fastball from Burke Yasa. Magnaye one pitch away from striking out, and this would be just what the Moo need. 1-run ball game. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Yasa deals. And it's upstairs for ball 2. Still 2-2 with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Some claps from the stands here in Fremont. And 2-2, 2 outs. Yasa deals. And rings up Magnaye on the inside top corner of the zone for a backwards K. 2 outs collected by Burke Yasa and 2 strikeouts. Fremont hold on to a 5-4 lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th.
A nice pitch and a nice spot for Burke Yasa. He comes in at the plate in clutch moments and also can come in on the mound in clutch moments.
So 5-4 is your score here in Fremont. Before we get to the bottom of the 8th, we have a few words from our sponsors, though, and
The Moo would like to thank
I'd stay tuned in.
Health Certified Athletic Trainers for providing coverage for
Are you feeling lucky? Nebraska Lottery gives players the chance to win prizes while supporting programs across Nebraska. Pick your game, play for fun, and remember, every ticket helps make a difference. Must be 19 or older to play. Raising Cane's is your stop for fresh chicken fingers, hot fries, and Texas toast, made fast and served fresh. Swing by the Fremont location on East 23rd Street and grab a quick, satisfying meal. Raising Cane's. S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse provides roll-off dumpsters, trash service, and recycling across Fremont and the surrounding area. Simple, dependable waste solutions to keep your project and property clean.
And back out on the bump here in the bottom of the 8th for Hastings is Jude Stewart, the usual starter, as is capable of going far into games on the front end. We'll see how much longer he goes on the back end. He's through 1.2 so far today and has 2 strikeouts and 0 earned runs, 1 run given up. It's credited to Jack Riley, who was in relief before Stewart today. Stewart would love to limit these Fremont base runners as Magnaye throws over to second and signals the start of this bottom of the 8th. 5-4 ball game, and
shortstop number 20.
this has been a thriller.
Dominic.
I was just telling Prescott, I don't think I've called a bad game here yet. Nothing but excitement here for the Fremont Moo. Exciting time to be a fan of this squad as Dominic Palma, batting ninth today, comes up to the plate. Popped out in his first 2 ABs but walked in his third. Stewart deals and Palma swings at the first one. It's lined into the right center field. It drops. Palma rounds first and heads to second. The center fielder Chance Verton throws. It's cut off by the second baseman Max Israel. And Dominic Palma gets a leadoff single on the first pitch he sees here in the bottom of the 8th.
Well, they've been looking for their insurance runs to try and pad this lead. What a good way to start off for Dominic Palma.
Ball is hit perfectly in between Guyton and Verton in the outfield. And the leadoff man, Giovanni Malatesta, comes up to the plate. Hitless on the day is Giovanni Malatesta, but he's only done that in 1 outing so far this season. First pitch he sees is upstairs and outside for ball 1. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts for the leadoff man today. Usually bats second, but with Ripken Fleck out of the lineup today, he's taking his spot at first. 1-0. Malatesta takes upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls on the upper half from Jude Stewart. A little bit shaken up by that first pitch swing from Dominic Palma. An aggressive batter. Did that multiple times against Hastings last series as Giovanni Malatesta is behind a fastball he swings and misses at. And 2-1 is now the count. Malatesta so far this season has 22 hits with 11 RBIs. Would love to bring in another one and give the Moo some more cushion here. Stewart deals and Palma takes. It's a fastball that is on the upper half towards the inside. Catches the zone, and 2-2 is the count here for the leadoff man. Malatesta now out at second base, thanks to Yasa stepping on the bump. 2-2. Stewart looks and deals, and it's upstairs. Full count here for Giovanni Malatesta in a big spot. We're into the heat of the night. Absolutely dark skies here in Fremont, as it's been a long baseball game today. Payoff pitch from Jude Stewart is in. It's a breaking ball that rings up Giovanni Malatesta. He does not like that call at all and argues with the umpire and is tossed out of the game. Giovanni Malatesta does not like anything this umpire has had today. He strikes out there for the third time.
Well, his dissatisfaction with the home plate umpire started all the way back in the second inning when he struck out for the first time. He was talking to him a little bit, wasn't very thrilled with the call, and that has just been elongated across this entire night. The fans haven't been happy with a lot of his calls, and neither have these Fremont players. It shows right there. I wouldn't say that was an outburst from Malatesta. He's usually a very calm guy, but his home plate umpire was, I think, tired of all the words he was getting from everybody around here.
Couldn't quite see what Malatesta mouthed to the umpire, but nonetheless, it was enough to get him tossed. After out number one, Eamon O'Gorman steps in the box, and the first pitch he sees from Jude Stewart is a breaking ball that drops, but not enough to fall into the zone. It still is a little bit upstairs for ball one. O'Gorman sitting in the left-handed batter's box against the lefty Jude Stewart. Palma still sits on second after a leadoff double. Malatesta struck out looking in between these two at-bats. The next pitch from Jude Stewart is a fastball he doesn't quite have control on. It is just outside. And 2-0 is now the count for Eamon O'Gorman, who walked in his last at-bat after singling in his first two and striking out looking in his next. 2-0. Stewart delivers, and O'Gorman lines it high into left center field. Under it, though, is the left fielder Kyler Matthews. Had plenty of time to get to that one and collect out number two here in inning number 8.
Just got a bit underneath it. That had hit the barrel of the bat. That one probably would have gone pretty far. But after that leadoff double, Jude Stewart's doing a good job to rein back in this game.
And now stepping into the box is Wyatt Throckmorton. So far today, he's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Other than that, he's walked 2 other times, so gotten on base at a 75% clip. 0-0 comes in. It's a fastball right down the pipe. Actually, an off-speed, I should say. In for a strike. Throckmorton watches it into the glove of Magnaye. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Stewart looks back over to Palma at second. Decides not to pick off and delivers a breaking ball, this time on the inside upper corner of the zone. Wyatt Throckmorton's down to his last strike after 2 pitches from Stewart. Throckmorton has struck out 10 times so far this season, in jeopardy of making it 11 here, as he swings and fouls one off back behind the plate. It was another breaking ball that Throckmorton will connect with on a swing from this time. Fouls off down the third base line. So far this season, Throckmorton's getting on base 54% of the time. That's boosted that today, but love to increase it more here with an at-bat here in the bottom of the 8th. In the clutch position, Throckmorton will take a pitch. It's way upstairs at head level on the inside edge. Magnaye sticks his glove up and catches it, though, and keeps Palma at second. Stewart now gets his signal on the 1-2 and will deal. Magnaye scoots in, and the pitch is out. Two-two count here for Wyatt Throckmorton. 2 outs. Runner on second after Palma led off with a single. Fremont would love to avoid leaving Palma on, but they will after Throckmorton swings and misses at a breaking ball. Stewart collects 2 more Ks in this inning to bring his tally to 4 on the night. And Fremont is limited still to that 5-4 lead.
Yeah, you got 1 more inning to go. Whoever comes out onto the mound just has to get 3 outs.
So before we head to the top of the 9th, in a game you will not want to miss the ending of, we have a few more words from our sponsors.
That we do.
Home of the legendary footlong, Subway serves up fresh-made sandwiches stacked with all your favorite toppings, built right in front of you, just the way you like them. So next time hunger steps up to the plate, don't strike out. Head to Subway on East 23rd Street and knock it out of the park. Big flavor, fresh ingredients, and made your way every time. Subway, eat fresh. Tommy's Express Car Wash offers fast, high-quality washes and free vacuums to keep your vehicle looking its best. Stop by in Fremont for a quick clean that fits your day.
And back out in the top of the ninth, Fremont still holding on to a 1-run lead, 5-4. Here's the score as Burke Yasa looks to close this one out. Pitched the last 2 outs in that last inning, got 2 strikeouts. We'll see what he can do here. Fremont, if they can hold scoreless here in the top of the ninth, will end this game. Only on that 1-run lead, but it'll be a difficult task. Carter Guyon batting 8th is now up for a challenge. So far is 0 for 3 on the day with pop out a strikeout and a ground out. Went 0 for 4 in his last game as well, but did walk and plate 1 runner.
This is the part of the lineup you want to see if you're Yasa, though. None of these last 3 batters, I guess technically last 2 batters in this lineup, have gotten a hit so far.
But instead of Guyton stepping up to the plate, it'll be a pinch hitter. It's Cam Dahlgren, who so far this season has hit 167 through 12 at-bats. First pitch from Yasa is outside in for a ball. And Dahlgren so far this season only has 2 hits and 12 ABs with 2 runs tallied as Yasa throws a fastball that catches the bottom corner of the zone. So with Carter Guyton 0 for 8 in the last 2 outings, he'll opt for a pinch hitter, and Dahlgren will swing and miss at the 3rd pitch he sees from Yasa. Fastball blown right by. 1-2, Yasa deals. He'll step up off the bag, though, before he gets there. Crowd goes silent here in Fremont as Yasa looks to deal. 1-2. Swing and a miss from Cam Dahlgren. 3 outs. Yasa has 3 Ks. And Fremont 2 more outs away from ending this one with a win against Hastings.
He's been attacking the zone. He's not giving these Hastings batters any time to think. So far, it's really worked out for him.
Fastball, fastball, fastball from Burke Yasa so far as Kyler Matthews now steps up to the plate. And I said fastball, 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 but instead that's a breaking ball. Drops, but not enough to fall into the zone as Kyler Matthews takes it. Back-to-back walks in his last plate appearances as Yasa deals. Matthews takes. It's another one. This is a fastball, but also upstairs. Good eye there from the freshman Kyler Matthews, who stands in the box at 5'10" and 175 pounds. Lefty on righty matchup. Yasa deals. Another fastball. This time it does catch the zone on the inside half, and 2-1 is the count for Matthews. Big spot here for the man who just finished up his college or high school career. Swings and misses at another fastball. And gotta imagine that's the next pitch up here for Burke Yasa.
Yeah, so far he's been able to blow it by. But he might try for an off-speed maybe to change things up and trick the batter.
2-2. Matthews takes it. It falls. Takes a hop into the dirt for ball 3, and the count is now made full. Yasa so far tonight has been excellent in his now 1 full inning of work with 3 strikeouts in all 3 of his outs. Would like to make it 4 here. Payoff. Yasa deals, and Matthews takes a ball upstairs for ball 4. 3 straight walks for Kyler Matthews after popping out in his first at-bat of the day, and The tying base runner now is on first base.
It's the part of the lineup you want up as well. Your top batters, at least your 1 and 2 hole, unless it's a game-ending double play here.
So Chance Vernon, after hitting a double in his first at-bat, walked in his second and popped out in his next 2, both to Wyatt Throckmorton now in left field. Sends into the left-handed batter's box here, and his first pitch he sees from Yasa is upstairs for a ball. After Giovanni Malatesta was thrown out, Matthew Marceau steps to second base. O'Gorman is back over to third, and Easton Leahy is now on first. And Yasa will throw it over to Leahy at first on a pickoff attempt. Kyler Matthews slides in safely, though.
I don't know how risky you want to get on the base path if you want to try to steal. You've successfully done it 3 times tonight, but do you do so in this spot?
Can't imagine they will, but Matthews takes a decent lead over there as Yasa deals. This pitch is a strike on the inside half. 1-1, the count is evened up. 1 out, 1 runner on. 1-run ball game here in the top of the 9th. And Yasa looks over to first and now gets in his motion, deals. It's upstairs. 2-1 is the count here for Chance Verton, the leadoff man who's in center field today for Hastings. From Hastings, went to Hastings High School, and then attended Emporia State for his first season of college. Stands in the box at 6'2", 205. He's in a big spot here. 2-1. Burke deals. And it catches the inside edge of the zone. 2-2 count for Chance Verton. See what Yasa has. Yasa takes a quick look over to Matthews at first, make sure he doesn't get too far away. And now deals. 2-2. Matthews steals, and Verton will line one out into foul territory over towards that Fremont bullpen area, and the count stays 2-2. Left-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher, Burke Yasa. Can end the game here with a double play, with Kyler Matthews on first. 2-2. It's just upstairs. Count is now made full. Back-to-back full counts for Burke Yasa. We have a nail-biter here in Fremont.
Yeah, you really don't want to walk here either. You'd put 2 aboard, and the runner on first would be the leading runner.
Yasa gets into his windup and will deal the payoff. Swing, and that ball is popped up over to third base. Eamon O'Gorman glides under it in between third and short. Hastings is now down to their last out with the shortstop AJ is still up to the plate.
Good at bat for Verton, but better pitching from Burke Yasa. You get him to fly out easily. Now you just need 1 more.
And AJ Still is the best batter that Fremont won up here at the top of the lineup. 0 for 3 today with 3 groundouts. First pitch he sees is a curveball on the lower half of the zone, in for a strike. 3 groundouts and a base on balls here for AJ Still tonight. Fremont's had his number. Matthews still on first. 0-1 for a Still. Yasa hesitates for a second, then deals. 0-1 becomes 1-1 as that ball is just left upstairs. A little bit of commotion here from the fans in Fremont. Didn't think that one was outside. Thought it was actually in the zone. 1-1, 1 on, 2 outs. AJ Still takes another one. That one also upstairs, and 2-1's the count here for a Still. 1 out remaining here for the Sodbusters, trailing by 1. Yasa deals, and AJ Still takes one again upstairs. Count is now 3-1. Hitters count here for AJ Still. In a great spot here for Hastings. still only down to their last life. Yasa deals, a still takes, and that's a off-speed pitch that catches the outside corner. Full count here. The end of the night here for Hastings. Down to their last strike. Payoff pitch. Matthews on first, representing the tying base runner with a still leading base runner at first. On the plate. Hit and run called as AJ Still will foul that one off, and Matthews will make his way back over to first base. Still a full count here in Fremont. 5-4 ball game. 3-2 count. 2 outs. Top of the ninth. Matthews on first base as a tying base runner, a still leading base runner at the plate. He takes a timeout. Big spot here. Take a deep breath. Man from Nelson University is in a big spot here. Last game he went 2 for 3 with 2 runs and 2 walks, but is 0 for 3 so far today. Yasa delivers the payoff, and it's a swing and a miss! Burke Yasa strikes out his 4th batter of the day, and Fremont walks away with a 5-4 victory here on this beautiful Tuesday night.
Great game for Fremont. It was good pitching from both sides. They get revenge from their previous loss. They lost 5-4. Now they put things in reverse, and I think Hastings really gonna regret that 6th inning where they allowed 3 runs, 4 consecutive walks, 2 pass balls to bring batters home. That was the game right there, as nobody else scored after that inning.
As you said, early start to this one. Hastings got off to an early 4-0 lead in the top of the first. Fremont could chip away at that with 2 runs in the bottom of the first. We had 5 scoreless innings until the bottom of the 6th inning, which Fremont would plate 3 thanks to quite a few walks from the Hastings reliever Jack Riley. After then, a lot less scoring. Each team hit 4 hits, or had 4 hits in the first inning alone. After that, there was only 4 more from each team combined. Fremont would end up walking away with a 5-4 victory thanks to stellar relief from Keegan Hansen and Burke Yasu, who tallied 4 strikeouts. And the Moo will bump up to 8-12 on the year. Hastings falls down to 7-14. Fremont leads the season series 5-2. And we'll look to have more action here coming up on Thursday against Grand Island. Would love to have you there for that one, but for now we're signing off from Baylor Dasian and Prescott Deckinger. We thank you so much and have a wonderful